Stay Tuned Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of two possibly intoxicated idiots watching the National Football League.
Welcome everybody to Stay Tuned Sports as we're hanging out with you on this Thursday night for this rather large divisional game in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. I'm your boy King, hanging out right over here, right over there. That's going to be your good friend Jimbo hanging out with you. As Jimbo, he's with us the whole night, baby. We got him. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be here the entire night. Jimbo, how are we doing on this Thursday?
Well, I figure if there was one night that I should stay for the whole game is the Packers-Lions game, just to give ELS shit the whole game, because let's go Lions. Let's go. Let's go Lions.
I see. Now, here's the thing. I would figure.
Even though I picked the Packers.
I would figure, you being, Mr. Eagles flight, that you would be rooting for the Packers. Because then the Lions come down a peg, and the Eagles and Lions, and then they're tied record-wise, and then it becomes a whole thing of tiebreakers and that, and the other thing. So I would figure that you would be pulling for that, but leave it to an Eagle fan to make a terrible, awful decision when it comes to football.
I mean, I am pulling for the Packers as far as the Eagles go, as an Eagles fan. Now, as a Stay Tuned Sports co-host, I should say, sorry. Let's go Lions. I want to give ELS a little dig there. Give you a break a little bit. I'm sure I'll get a couple digs in today.
I'm still wearing a Giant shirt, so I'm basically asking for it, really, at this point. I
was going to say, are the rest of your clothes dirty or something? That's all you had left? Or
this is pretty dirty. Wearing this makes me feel dirty. I can tell you that right now. It's fucking, oh, God. Here's the thing. Like I said, I have been a Giants fan my entire life, 43 years. So I've been a Giants fan since before I can remember. I remember my parents have pictures of me in a little tiny Giants onesie. Well, tinier than what I wear now. I was still a giant fucking baby. Get it? I mean, to be fair, I'm still a giant fucking baby. So I've been a Giants fan the whole time. This is the first time that I can actually remember being this disgusted with the New York Giants, with football, and just being like, I have no want or interest in dealing with, seeing with anything that has to relate with Giants football. Like, I don't care what they do. I think we're playing the Saints this week. Don't care. Like, I have no interest in watching the game. Or, let's see what Drew, because there's nobody on this team that's worth being there. It's not like, let's see who we have or who performs well, or it doesn't matter. None of it matters. Like, the coaching staff is terrible, GM's terrible, and the entire organization is terrible. Like, there's nothing about this team that says invest in this team, at least to me. So, that's why I'm doing this. This is the only way I get through football season now, baby. This is the only way to get through football season for me.
See, and the one reason I do feel sorry for you is your feelings right now for your Giants. You still got 5 more weeks of feeling this way.
Yeah.
That's how I felt going into the Tampa Bay playoff game last year. I just wanted to get the game over. I knew how it was going to end. I knew it was going to be bad.
Are you trying to equate this 2-11 or 2-10, whatever the fuck we are now, Giants team, with an Eagles team that made the fucking playoffs?
That's how bad the
NFC
is.
No. You don't get there's no comparison. Stop it. Yeah, I can understand how you were like, oh, yeah, woof, boy, what an end to the season that was. That was quite the nosedive and everything like that. And, I felt bad. It just kind of felt like, all right, get it over with. You still made the fucking playoffs. And now look at you now. Look at you with your fucking cheat code, Saquon Barkley. Fucking
Sirianni, he's vice president in 2028.
I was gonna say, are you switching your? Is he coach of the year? Is he a coach of the year candidate for you now?
I mean, according to Nick Wright, if he won and done in the playoffs, they should fire his ass.
Nick Wright, first of all,
Worse than Skip.
nothing Nick Wright says is ever right. For the guy whose last name is Wright, that motherfucker is always fucking wrong.
Yeah.
You know, like even him trying to defend Mina Kimes at this point, like wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong about that. So, yeah. ELS in the chat says, Jimbo, you and me should be happy because we're better than the fucking Giants. Listen, ELS, I was on your side here. I was on your side. I was trying to say, hey, go with the Packers. Now you're going to shit on me for some reason? Hey, you know what? Fuck you. Go Lions. Go Lions. I picked the Lions now. I mean, I picked the Lions anyway, but now instead of being like, oh, a little chaos would be cool, like seeing the Packers, no, fuck you. Go Lions. Wow. Hamster, he's not in the chat here, but I know that's his favorite is the effeminate kitty roar. Wow. Go Lions. As we see here, Lions are 11-1, 3-0 in the division, by the way. Packers 9-3, 1-2 in the division. So they desperately need a division win.
Is if the Lions lose, that doesn't necessarily mean the Eagles take the first spot.
No, I don't know what the tiebreaker is for how that would break down in the conference. I think it goes
even Minnesota.
I think it goes with.
Fine.
Well, yeah, they would still. Yeah, they. Well, they beat Minnesota head to head, so they still have a tiebreaker over the Vikings. Do the Lions for now, and then when it comes to the Eagles, it would be what's the tiebreaker they have? I think that goes to common opponents, and we'll see. But here we go. Lions are going to get the ball first, and it's going to be a dynamic touchback. So here we go, getting ready to start the game here. Jared Goff, nobody beats Goff, as Brandon Perna would say. 22 touchdowns, only 9 picks, 72% completion percentage with almost 3,000 yards passing. And here we go, 1st and 10, getting ready to start the game off here. Goff under center. As a giant dog barks in the fucking backyard of my neighbor, who needs to learn to fucking bring that fat bastard in. Handoff on 1st down. That's going to be a gain of 2 yards.
All I need is anytime touchdown from Gibbs.
You put a little sprinkle out there?
Yeah, I did a parlay, but I won't say what the other one is. Other part of it is.
Oh, okay. Why? You're afraid to piss off ELS?
No, I might jinx and make him happy. I took the Packers winning outright.
Oh, you just said you were going to say it, and you did it.
Well, you twisted my arm.
I did. I twisted nothing. Amon-Ra St. Brown with a reception there, short of the 1st down marker, but it's going to be about 2.5, 3 yards short. So 3rd and short coming up here for the Detroit Lions. Pecan in the chat. What's up? He says, let's go Packers. ELS showing his support for that particular statement. 3rd and 2. Goff and shotgun. We got trips to the left. Man in motion. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to the left. Goff throws. Caught by St. Brown. About a 3-4 yard gain. And that's going to be a 1st down. As he does a little bit of cash money celebration. As he says, 1st down. I said that in the whitest way possible.
Did you watch Hard Knocks yet or no?
I have not. I heard it was good. I've heard a lot of people really talking it up. Pat McAfee amongst them. A lot of other people, Twitter was all over it. Barstool liked it. Yeah, people were all over that. So, play action. Goff throws over the middle to St. Brown. Drops it. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Lions. 13-19 remaining here in the 1st quarter as we've just started on Thursday. Thank you so very much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. I'm King. That's Jimbo. It's nice to see you here. Please, if you want to help us out, contribute to us, like, share, subscribe. Those things help us out and help appease the YouTube algorithm gods. They're rather mean, Lovecraftian bastards. But we'll see what happens here. 2nd and 10, Goff under center. Montgomery is in the backfield. And that's going to be handoff to Montgomery. Gets to the 2nd level, breaks loose, gets a gain of 13 yards, and a 1st down Lions. So the chains keep on moving here for the Lions, wearing their all blue getup again, which looks fucking awful. Packers, of course, wearing their athletic gold helmets, white jerseys, and gold pants, looking very nice.
Even though their pants are a different shade of yellow compared to their helmet.
It's not. I mean, it's as close as you can get trying to get between fucking automotive plastic and paint and fucking fabric. You know, it's not as bad as the fucking Cowboys' green silver fucking pants.
Yeah.
Gibbs gets a reception out of the backfield on 1st and 10, and he's going to get about 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming up. You all right? You got a headache?
No, eye boogies.
Oh yeah, no, I hate those.
And it's like right there where I can't get it, but too far. You know, it's one of those things.
You don't. So you don't want to sit there just going like, ah, ah. Me, I would annoy me too much. I would have to do it. 2nd and 3. Goff, has a rush on him. Dropped by Williams.
Gotta hold that.
If he holds on to that, that's a first down. 3rd and 3 now coming up here for the Lions. Packers looking to hold stiff here. Hold them to maybe a punt. Although, I don't know, you're kind of in an area of the field, if you're the Lions, where you might go for it. Especially with Dan Campbell, you know, considering you're in a kind of a little too far for a field goal, but a little too short for a punt. That nice little kind of magic area there. It's around the 38-yard line. They have to get to the 35. Goff, empty backfield, steps back, looks, throws, caught!
Nice.
And a big run down to the 10-yard line. Williams holds on to that one, and it's going to be 1st and 10, or maybe 1st and goal for the Lions, depending on where they spot that. Is he out at the 11, or is he out at the 10? We'll see when the officials show us here.
I wish we had the ability to like mic up fans, like have ELS mic'd up for this game.
I'd love it. I would be great. You kind of almost have like callers come in or something, you know. Like, what do you think? They did mark it at the 10, and it is indeed 1st and goal for the Lions, trying to score a touchdown here on their first drive. Hand off to Jahmyr Gibbs. And we've got flags everywhere. That's probably going to end up being holding. He lost a yard on a carry as we take a look at Humpty over there doing a Humpty dance. Jordan Love looking like he got busy in a Burger King bathroom. Referee is kind of discussing shit here. It's just going to be on old Skippy. John Hussey, you hussy. It is indeed holding. So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. 1st and goal from the 20. Yeah, no, you pulled the.
I don't.
Where do you know? You know, you saw his nipple. It's not really holding. It's not really holding if you could see the nipple. If you see the sternum, maybe, but you see nipple, it's fine. 1st and goal from the 20 now for the Lions after the 10-yard holding penalty. Goff, play action, throws to Gibbs out of the backfield. Gibbs get it down to the 15, down to the 13. 2nd and goal from the 13-yard line for the Detroit Lions. Thank you for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. If you want to help donate to us, by the way, I said supporting us just by watching us is great. If you want to do more free things to help us, liking, subscribing, if you're not already subscribed, helps us out tremendously. Those are free as well. If you do want to add a little bit more, we have a link for our donation station and merch store in the top of the chat, which is open. Come in, say hi. Hello, how you doing? As well as in the description below this video. Goff takes the snap, back, looks, throws. They're going to say that's caught at the 7-yard line. Laporta back into the lineup here for the Lions. He's had a couple injury stints this season. But 3rd and goal now for the Lions from the 7-yard line. ELS waits with bated breath here. Snap. Goff throws back in the end zone. Incomplete, but we have again a cacophony of flags have been thrown, which makes you think that this is going to be pass interference in the end zone, automatic first down from the 1-yard line. And if you're ELS, that's not something you like to see.
Lions are just chewing up this clock too.
The Lions are chewing it up.
Gnawing at the kneecaps.
Ah,
Come on. The Lions guy ran into him.
yeah. He kind of. There
not
was
really.
several grabbing attempts here. Let's see. They're going to say illegal use of hands against the Lions. So not quite. It'll be half the distance, I believe.
Well,
But it's still an automatic first down, right? Let's see. Half the distance to go, automatic first down. Yep. So the Packers almost able to get off the field, but getting a little too handsy there, and you got yourself a illegal use of hands penalty.
And you know, with us watching these streams without the audio on, we're getting pretty good at reading lips.
I was going to say that you can see half the distance to the goal. I was like, I knew exactly what he said.
Yeah.
So from the 3.5 yard line, Goff hands off to Montgomery. That's just wide open, and that's a touchdown. I know you were hoping for. Oh, I hit the wrong one. That's. I always hit the wrong team's touchdown marker. This is the one. There we go. A little late, but there we go. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
I just saw that. It's like the mystery entrant for the Royal Rumble. The Browns.
The Browns are all of a sudden. It's like, shit, I thought I had that different. God damn it. I hit the wrong one. But there we go. Touchdown. And I know, because it seems like they were trying to give Gibbs the ball there the first couple of attempts. And then they just said, you know what? We're going to go with Montgomery. It's like, shit. Snap, hold, kick, up, good. Extra point is there, and it is not 67. It is just 7-0 Detroit Lions. Over the Green Bay Packers here to start. March right down the field for the Lions. Now, can the Packers answer here? We're going to see here. ELS says, shit. If this is a sign, our defense forgot how to defense. Come on, defense. Our good friend ELS. I was just going to ask him. I was going to be ELS. First drive. Your thoughts. What did you think? Clearly, he thinks fucking defense is the thought that we got coming here from ELS. Not a fan of how the Packers handled that first drive as far from a defensive standpoint. Now, well, we get to see. The Lions have a lot of injuries, especially on defense. Can the Packers take it? I'm sorry, I'm like grooming my beard here on the fucking stream. Sorry about that. The one thing I noticed about, no matter how hard I try, my beard always seems like it's shifted over to this side. No matter how, I'm trying to pull it this way because I'm like, I cut the fucking thing straight. Why is it always so fucking off? And it's like, no, we're going to make you look fucking dumb. We're going to make it look like you're caught in the wind. Whee! Fucking beard hair, man, just doesn't want to fucking pay the fucking attention. This is why we need fucking sponsorships. Where's fucking Manscaped or fucking somebody? You know, come on. We had Manscaped for a while. Yeah. We did a little trial with them, and they said, no, Manscaped, come on back. Just give me another fucking couple of cool little trimmers and the new shit that I can work with my beard. I don't even care about the pube shit. Give me this.
They got a new gold one. A gold, beard trimmer thing.
Oh, do they? Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on, Manscaped. Let's go. Listen, Manscaped, here's the thing. If you could straighten out this fucking beard, like, what better fucking advertisement could you need? I had a beard that was completely unruly until I got Manscaped. And then, it works all that. Because they have, like, the beard oil. They have all the other shit. They do a lot of the beards. Manscaped, not just for your pubes anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, come on. We could do the reads. Come on, Manscaped. Let's go. We got this. We're with you. We got it.
Maybe that's what happened to Justin Tucker. Maybe he has like a little bit of facial hair off or something, so it's
just something aerodynamically is off with him. Could be.
You see, the Ravens brought some kickers in during the bye week here.
Oh, did they, the Ravens?
Yeah, Mason Crosby. Mason Crosby. And there was two other kickers that I don't believe I recognized. Mason Crosby was the only bigger name.
Right, yeah.
But there's no that's as far as that went.
But hey, I mean, listen, Justin Tucker, you've been great. Everything you do is great. However, you've had like 3 bad games this year. Hit the bricks. Like Pat McAfee was not wrong when it comes to kickers. Man, the kickers have the shortest leash of any football player. Yeah. Oh, you have a bad game or 2, you're out of a job. Fuck off. No matter how great you've been. And the Packers are going to get the ball on the 30-yard line as we have, again, a dynamic touchback as we see Jordan Love. Oh, we nice Jordan Love. I don't know why. For some reason, he screams French to me. I don't know why. Just.
I guess he looks like the little candlestick from Beauty and the Beast.
He's got that. Well, again, he looks like Humpty.
Yeah.
Pronounced with a umpty.
He passed away a couple years ago.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, sadly. He's getting busy in the Burger King bathroom in the sky right now. Let's see. 1st and 10. Again, from the 30. Love under center. Takes the snap. Back. Looks. Play action. Steps up in the pocket. And sacked on the first play back at the 23-yard line. I
don't know what that dance was.
ELS, you all right, buddy?
It looked like he had the ball cocked back, ready to throw, and it just froze.
He had it, yeah. Like it's like can't find dynamite, can't find it. Like listen, you cannot hold on to the ball that long. Either run or throw it away, something. Yeah. But that was yeah. That's a Jordan Love sack. It's a coverage sack. That's a couple of things, but you got to be able to get rid of that ball. So now 2nd and 17 for the Packers. Love steps back, looks, steps up. Now he runs, and he's going to get it up to the 31-yard line. 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Go Pack Go.
If Green Bay is planning on doing 90% Jordan Love passing, this game's over already. Like, Josh Jacobs is running really well. Why not 50-50 it?
Maybe they're trying to do something here. And listen, if it doesn't work, maybe you try to go back to running. But here's the thing. If you give the Lions the ball again and they go down and score, you're down 14-0. You have to throw that.
Yeah.
3rd and 9. And again, clearly a passing down, so they're not going to run it here. The 3rd straight pass attempt. Jordan Love throws incomplete.
There's a flag.
There is a flag. It looks like some people got a little caught up with each other there. Was it catchable? Was it not? Doesn't matter. It is pass interference. It is on the Lions. It'll be a spot of the foul and a 1st down, and I think that's going to end up putting them in Lions territory or close to it, depending on where the spot of the foul occurred. Actually, that happened right about the 45-yard line of the Packers. So that's where they'll go ahead and they'll take over. They're on 1st and 10. Packers at the 45. Love in shotgun. Kraft in motion. Takes the snap. Hands off to Jacobs, who gets a yard. 1st and 10 turns into 2nd and 9 for the Packers. So the Packers, they get a 1st down. It was due to a penalty. And thank God they had the penalty, because I'm going to say that pass, even if he wasn't interfered with, I think it was over his head, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it looked like it was too high.
Yeah, if we're being honest with each other. So we had an injured Lion down on the field as he's now walking off under his own power. Good for him. Congratulations, sir. Hope you're okay and get back into the game as soon as possible.
That's another defensive lineman, too. What did they say today? Seven of their defensive linemen are on.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions just cannot stay healthy for whatever reason. That was Elam McNeil was the injured Lion. So here we go, 2nd and 9. Jordan Love changing the play here at the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, quick screen, throws, and that's going to be good for about 3 yards. So 3rd and 6 coming up.
I hate wide receiver screens, especially when 2nd and 9 like that. Now you're 3rd and 6. Now you got to pass. Like, do that when it's like 3rd and 1 or 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I'm fairly agree with that. Ice is ready, by the way. 3rd and 6. Lions fans again with the big number 3 cards that they have out there. It's a mystery what that might mean. I have no idea.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
Jordan Love back, looks, throws, up in the air. That is incomplete. That was floated up there, too. He's lucky. That had a lot of time just sitting up there.
He hopped on his back foot. That's why I thought for sure it was going to get picked up.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like, the worst thing he's picked up from watching Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre is that. It's like, just because you're a Packers quarterback doesn't mean you have to do that. And that's I think Jordan Love's good, but he's not like Aaron Rodgers can do that.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do that. So 4th and 6, and the Packers are going to have to punt here. Snap, hold. Well, hold. It's not really a hold. He does kick it away, though. And it's going to be fair caught at the 8-yard line. So the Lions now deep in their own end for their second possession. Going to have to be a long drive if they want to add to their lead, but maybe they can do it. ELS thinks probably they can because he thinks their defense are defensing. He hasn't said anything in the chat. It's been quiet in the chat, which, by the way, chat room's open. If you're watching along with us, thank you so very much. You can come on into the chat as the chat is indeed wide open, ready for you to come in, say hi, say hello, say how you doing. We don't ban anybody in this chat unless you say some real wild fucking shit. Like we're pretty cool with it. Like again, I had somebody tell me the other day that watching me was like watching shit Harden was better than watching me. Didn't get banned. Guy didn't get banned. He's still there. You know, if he wants to come in. Although if he does come back in, I guess he, does find me more entertaining than watching shit Harden. So hey, whatever it is. But again, positive, negative, about the game, about your life, about anything else that's going on. You want to come into the chat, say hi, say hello, say how you doing. It's open. Come on in. We're fine over here. Again, if you want to help us out for free, first of all, just watching us helps us out tremendously and helps us with the algorithm. More eyeballs, the better. But then again, if you want to do 2 more things that are absolutely free that you can help, hit that like, and if you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Helps us out tremendously. ELS in the chat says, I swear, Wicks can't catch this season. All year, he's had drop balls and slipped out of his hands. Get that man some Stickum, ELS. You got to get him some Stickum, or just dip his hand in some nice melted Wisconsin cheddar cheese.
There you go.
There you go. Now I'll stick right there, especially these cold months. That cheese gets nice and tacky on the hands. Don't you know? I don't know. That's a bad Wisconsin accent. Oh, geez, no. The problem is my Minnesota and Wisconsin kind of flow into each other. So I got to, that's the worry. I go from Wisconsin to Minnesota very easily. And then from there, it's a straight shot to fucking Canadian, It's just like, fucking hoser. Oh, shit. You need some super glue. Dude, crazy glue. It's good shit. Did you ever do the thing when you were a kid? You put the crazy glue on your hands and stick your hands together and you're like, ugh. See, people did that with Elmer's glue. I did it with crazy glue because I'm fucking stupid. But still, it was kind of fun.
I used to do it, and I'm like, wow, this is starting to get really hot. And then I'm like, I can't pull my fingers apart.
I can't pull them apart. Boy, that commercial wasn't wrong. I could put that on a hard hat and stuff over a fucking steel beam. Oh, my God. Oh, good times. Good times. Oh, the youthful memories. We see Dan Campbell on the sideline, one of the best coaches in the NFL. 1st and 10 for the Lions from the 8-yard line. 6:38 remaining here in the first quarter. Handoff. This is Gibbs, and he's going to get about 1.5 yards. Going to be 2nd and, I would imagine, 8, a long 8, but 8 nonetheless here for the Lions. As we see Jeff Hafley, the Packers defensive coordinator. I believe he was the head coach at Boston College last year.
Yes.
So this Packers defense may be better than last year, but according to ELS, not by much, unfortunately. So got a pitch out here to Gibbs on 2nd down. This time he's going to get about 3 yards. So we're going to be looking at about, 3rd and 5-ish here for the Lions. Cut up on 3rd down. 3rd and 5 indeed, as we are at 5:45 and counting here in the first quarter. If you're syncing along with us, and if you are, thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. ELS saying, now they wake up, this defense. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, hold them here, and they should get a good.
They get decent field position if they can stop them here. Yes. Jared Goff, and he's going to get sacked. Does Jared Goff back at the 10-yard line? So ELS does get his defense to stop after a pretty good defensive series there, not allowing Gibbs to get any yards, and then on a 3rd and 5, getting a sack on Jared Goff. And the Lions are going to have to punt deep from their own end. So Packers, again, this is still very early. This game could have gotten out of control if you give the Lions another scoring drive. That does not happen. So punting from their own end zone now are the Lions. Snap, and the kick is away. Going to be fair caught at the 48-yard line of the Packers. And that's where they'll take over very close to midfield. I'm burping up soup. That's some soup. It's a very cold, very breezy day. Today was a soup day. Today was absolutely. If there was a day made for soup, it was today. As we look at the Lions' injuries, Hutchinson we know of, Davenport, Anzalone, Rodriguez, Barnes, Melifianu, I think. Well, good luck with that. And Rakestraw, all out. Yeah. Melifanu. I'm so fucking stupid. Thank you so much for watching this dumb shit, people. Thank you. We cannot thank you enough. 1st and 10. That's going to be a handoff to Jacobs, and Jacobs gets a good 6 yards on that. That's what you want to see if you're a Packers fan. McNeil, the defensive tackle, dealing with a concussion and is being evaluated for having a concussion. So right now his return is questionable at best. We'll see if that changes at all later on here in the game.
Very rarely see them come back.
Well, it depends, unless if he doesn't have a concussion. We'll see. He's just being evaluated for right now. Jordan Love throws on 2nd down. They're going to say that's caught by Reed, but it's going to be about 1.5 yards short of the 1st down. 3rd and short coming up here for the Packers. And rapid assisted review replay says, nope, incomplete pass. So 3rd and 5 is still the call. And that's clearly.
I don't know.
Why do you insist?
Des caught it.
What? Yeah, no, he didn't. We know that. Like, I'm sorry, and Cowboy fans can bitch about that all. He didn't catch it. So eat shit. Like, and that's not even because I hate the Cowboys fan. It's just he didn't catch the ball. Sorry. By rule, he didn't catch it. You look at it, he didn't catch it. It didn't make. Yeah, it's not a catch. 3rd and 5. Jordan Love back in shotgun. Takes a snap. There is an all-out jailbreak, bro. He just throws that away. My God, what a jailbreak blitz is what I was trying to say, but it came out jailbreak blitz, jailbreak.
I think Jordan Love did a Geno Smith there.
Oh my God! And I mean, there's holding there and everything, and they still were able to get on through there. We got a little. That could have been a flag. That could have been a flag. They're lucky. 4th and 5, and the Packers said, "Fuck it, we're going for it.
We're playing Madden.
We're gonna out Campbell. We're chewing kneecaps here." So 4th and 5, play clock under 6, man in motion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they are not going to snap the ball. They were just trying to get them to go off sides. Does not happen. They will punt the ball. There is a flag. Going to move him back 5 yards.
I like the 95 on the Lions. He's like, "Hey guys, we did it!"
And that guy is shredding actual cheese in the stands. That is, first of all, how dare you waste cheese like that?
Yes.
How dare you? But also, fucking gross.
But also, how did he get that weapon in the building?
How do you get a cheese grater and cheese in? Yeah, like,
He's okay. I mean, you could. hide it in places.
You're not supposed to bring in outside food. You're not supposed to bring in outside food.
You never hid food in your pockets or anything like that?
Not going to a stadium, no. Because I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do it. Into a movie theater, it's easy, yeah. But stadiums, like, they fucking stick their fingers up your ass trying to fucking go in there, man. I'm not having any of that shit. Bear caught at the 11-yard line for the Lions. That's where they will take over on their next drive. ELS says he hates Lions fans. Listen, they've been a non-entity for fucking 65, 70 years. Well, does it fucking, like, listen, when it comes to shit like that, let them be obnoxious for a little while. They haven't had a fucking chance to do anything else. You know what I'm saying? So.
Unsubscribe us by the end of the game.
Yeah, ELS is going to hate us. ELS is going to absolutely hate us by the end of this game. But I'm not talking shit about the Packers. I'm not talking shit about the Packers. Again, I'm a Giants fan. I like the Packers. I never understood the animosity that some Packers fans have towards the Giants, outside the fact that we beat them in the NFC Championship game in 2007 and in 2011, knocked out the 15-1 team that they had Aaron Rodgers that everybody thought was going to go to the Super Bowl, and they didn't because the Giants were just a better team that year. I understand that could cause a little bit of friction and things like that, but for the most part, like, I always grew up respecting and liking the Packers and rooting for the Packers in Super Bowls, and like I liked the Packers, I do. So I've noticed that a lot with the other guy on YouTube, Tom Grossi, has a very weird hatred for the Giants.
Yeah, and
I don't know why. And it's one of those weird fucking things that, like, it's just, I would love to one day be able to just, like, sit down and talk with him, have, like, a cool little interview with him or something like that, and just be like, question, how the fuck do you hate the Giants so much? Like, I understand, what's that?
So he must be loving it right now. With the state of
Tom is probably, he's, if you've watched any of the GPS show he does, or things where he has to talk about, like, he loves kind of just doing a little bit of that to the Giants and how bad they are. And, what happened? You let go Saquon Barkley and all the other shit. Like, I get it. You know, like, if you don't like the Giants, that's a fun time. This is if you don't like the Giants, this is the perfect time to twist the fucking knife, man. Like, I get it. Like, this is your opportunity. You get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. So, I mean, that is what it is, but that's a question I would have for him. It's like, why do you hate the Giants so much? I just don't get it. Like, I get his hatred for the Vikings, and you know, even he came out and said, like, yo, I don't like the Lions because they're in a division, but you do kind of feel good for them to see the Lions actually be good for once in several fucking generations. Like, you get it, you know. And clearly, obviously, he hates the Bears, the biggest rival. But, like, I'm like, the grudge against the Giants, fucking weird. We got to pass out here to Williams. He's going to get about 6 yards on the reception. 2nd down and 4 coming up here for the Lions. 3:40 and counting remaining here in the first quarter as we see Jordan Love on the sideline having his pants cleaned.
What the fuck?
Not sure about that.
I guess the Tide stick works.
It was a Tide stick, right? I wasn't making that up in my mind. That was a fucking Tide stick.
Okay, then.
All right. Goff back, throws, gets pressure. Nobody out there. He was just trying to get rid of that, running away from the pressure. 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Lions.
That should be intentional grounding.
He's out of the pocket, made it over the line of scrimmage.
But, like, there was no one there. There should be a receiver in the area at all times.
Well, you got to remember, in the old days, like, you could throw it from the pocket out of bounds, and that was fine. The only time they ever called intentional grounding is if you literally, like, threw it into the ground.
Yeah.
Ooh, big run! Oh, that's going to be close to a first down.
I don't think so. I think
they are marking it as a first down. They're saying about a half a yard over.
Referee from the top looked like he was coming in 2 yards.
Gibbs.
Password got hit.
I thought he got it, but I thought it was a lot closer than that. Where's that ball?
He's short.
No, there he is, and then he turns around there, and I think the ball's because his ball is in his right arm. So when he gets turned around, but I still don't think it was as far. I think he made it, but I don't think it was as far as what the ref gave him.
There's a challenge.
And we are going to have a challenge here from the Grimba Packers. He's saying, I don't like the spot.
What coach do you think could fight Dan Campbell and be a good fight?
Currently or...
Currently.
Because that was the thing. Vrabel's not a current coach. So if I was going to say somebody, I would say Vrabel. D'Amico Ryan.
Ooh, that's
D'Amico Ryan, I think, would be a good... He's fucking... He's jacked as well. He's fucking ready to go. That's it. You kind of have to look at like who are the older players and maybe a little bit younger guys that could go. You know, show like Gerard Mayo maybe up in New England. But outside of that, like I'm not sure who else you'd really want to. Who else you think could really go at it with him?
Yeah.
Because Dan is, listen. I love Dan. He's great, but he's a straight up meathead. You know what I mean? Absolutely. ELS says he's short. I don't think he's short. I don't think the spot by the official is as far as he put it. Because he had it like he cleared it by at least a yard and a half a yard, if close to a yard, saying he cleared it by. I don't think it was that. But when you see him get spun around, the ball's still in his right hand, that ball is over the line to gain. So I think it's a first down. I don't think it's as close or as far as the official spotted it, but I think it's a first down.
So they still could win it and still lose in a way, though.
It depends on how, because I think it depends on how the challenge is worded. It's like you're challenging the spot on the field. So if they do change the spot, but they remeasure it and it's still a first down, then yeah, technically the challenge did work. So, yeah. Hamster brother, good to see you in the chat. I was wondering where you were. We're wondering when you were going to show up to the party.
How's the Falcons doing?
Jesus
Kirk Cousins
Christ.
starting this week.
Jesus Christ. But do you think the Vikings might be licking their chops at a chance to just like say, all right, we're gonna fucking put the nail in the coffin for old Kirk O'Chains there?
And then the other thing I saw too.
Let's see here. It looks like he said he's short.
No, they gave it to him.
Did they give it to him? There we go. 1st and 10. Indeed, they did. So it looks like it might be like maybe he said it was just nothing conclusive, or I don't know, yeah. But first down run for Gibbs, no gain for the Lions on that one. ELS says, Hamster, your Falcons suck. I don't know about that. Jesus Christ, Hamster.
It's Hamsters on some stuff.
Fun. This is why I love this chat. I think you'd love it too. Come on in. If you're watching along, not in the live chat, get your fucking ass in here. It's fun. 2nd and 10. Jared Goff in shotgun. Takes the snap. It's going to be yet another handoff to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to get bounced off a tackle. He's going to get about 5 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown be pointing at somebody. Not sure who.
I would like to just say to Hamster, too, that the Cheeseheads are not throwing 4 or 5 interceptions in the game either.
Jesus Christ. I hear my question for everybody would be, does Penix start by the second half of this game? Of the Falcons-Vikings game coming up on Sunday. Do you think Penix starts?
Yes.
Gibbs gets met right in the backfield. That's going to be a 3-yard loss, 4th down coming up for the Lions. They're going to have to punt. You say yes?
Yeah, I think he does. And that would be a sign of pretty much them giving up on the season.
So, but what that means for you is that I don't think that's giving up on the season because they're still leading the South. So, what that would, but so what you're saying by that is saying you think Kirko's going to have like another 3 interception half or something.
Yeah, either like 1 interception and just a bunch of misses that could have been INTs. Just it's going to be a bad game.
We got a flag on the punt. Packers have it down at about the 16-yard line. What is the flag as we see Hussey hustling down the field? Well, as much as he can. Talking about he and one of they're talking. Oh, they're just talking. They're just talking. Pardon me. We have a holding, and it is against the Packers during the return. So that's going to be, or during the kick anyway, because there was no return. But that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. So move them back. And they're at the 16, so I think that's half the distance, so that it's whatever. It's going to be about at the 9. Bump that flag count up to 5.
And as far as these flags, I think this Hesse crew, however you want to call them.
Hussey. His name is literally Hussey. It's not Hesse. Hussy, like he's a hussy, like his mother. His mother was a hussy and slipped him out.
It's going to be one of those nights.
Listen, I'm not even drunk yet. I got another drink to make. Know what I'm saying? Hamster in the chat says, if I remember correctly, didn't the Falcons beat the Eagles? Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
That was before we took Big Dom and shut up Nick Sirianni and let Kellen Moore call the plays. We would destroy you guys now.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think Saquon will drop another couple balls, and next thing you know, it's just, the Falcons, Kirk Cousins, just in your head. Just in your head. That was about a 7-yard run there by Josh Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2nd and 3 coming up here, but I think this is going to be the end of the first quarter unless they snap it in 2, unless they snap it in 1, and they're not going to. So we are going to start the second quarter with the Packers with a 2nd and 3 from the 14-yard line? 16? I couldn't quite tell. I don't know if I've said this before. I hate Amazon's fucking scrimmage line marker because it's fucking white, so it looks the same as the fucking other. So I'm like, wait a minute, is that the yard line or is that the scrimmage line? I don't know what. Fuck.
Just do like a Giants blue color.
It should be either blue or red or something. Yeah. And yeah, the first down marker being the yellow color. Fine, that's great. I like that. But yeah, it needs to be something other than fucking white. Yes. we can do that. Do a lighter shade of green. I don't give a fuck. But the white is not the way to go, Amazon. I hate to tell you that.
They should do it per team. So
Amazon. What Amazon needs to do is realize it needs to be just like their Lord of the Rings of Power show. White is not the choice to go with. You want to choose any other color but white. Yeah. So just think about that. Think about your casting choices there and be like, that's what we have to do for the scrimmage marker. Hamster says rematch in the playoffs. Bring it on. Listen, Hamster. I hate to have to talk you down a ledge off here. To kind of just to maybe be the bearer of bad news. But you're currently tied, I believe, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the division. Now, again, you have the tiebreaker over them, as I believe you're both 6-6 right now. The Buccaneers are playing a lot better football than you, and it may not come down to a tiebreaker. I do hate to break that to you. I don't know if that's gonna go your way.
There's a better chance of Daniel Jones coming back to the Giants than the Falcons making the playoffs this year.
Well, I want to go that far either. They're technically in the playoffs right now. Like, see, here's the thing. I say something and I try to make it sound reasonable and rational. You say something, as always, and make it the most fucking absolutist fact ever. It's like,
I'm just poking at hamster. Like I said, I'm giving you a break for once.
I can take it. I'm a man. I'm 40. Hamster says that scrimmage line should be a shade of azul with a hint of tickle me pink. First of all, congratulations on knowing your colors. Very nice with the azul. Very nice. Very nice.
You Googled that just now.
Amarillo. The first down line is a nice Amarillo gold. Well, the first down marker should be a nice azul sky blue. So indeed, it is from the 24-yard line here. 2nd and 3. Caught. First down and more for the Packers. Christian Watson fumble! That is out, and that is recovered by the Lions.
Was the knee down before?
No, I do not believe so, because he tried to keep himself up with his hand, and as he did that, the ball came out. We'll take a look, but I think that's clearly a fumble. A mistake you cannot make if you are the Packers. Here's the replay. As he jumps up, tries to, as he's going up, he swings the ball into the guy's helmet and fumbles the ball. He caused his own fumble.
Yeah, he
caused his own fumble. Oh, Christian, what are you doing? Oh no!
Poor ELS.
Oh.
The sad part, this game should be, right now it should be 14-0. This could be 21-0.
Oh, that's a new one. Pass over the middle by Goff to Laporta at the first down marker. Caught, and I believe that is going to be a first down for the Lions. Oh, man, you can't cause your own fumble.
Dallas Goedert does that all the time. It freaking annoys the hell out of me.
Oh, like, why? Stop carrying the ball like a loaf of bread. Number one, First of all, don't carry a loaf of bread like that. You're going to squish the bread. It's going to be growing. Like, don't do that. But also, don't carry a football like that either. 1st and 10. Handoff here. That's Montgomery. He's going to get it down to the 40-yard line. Gain of about 4. Ooh, Skinner gets a little push. And that's going to be unnecessary roughness there on the Packers. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down. Oop, not 4. We're looking at 6 plays.
Unraveling already?
Packers just doing a little bit of early self-destruction here. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the Packers. That's 15 yards from the end of the play. Automatic. First down. ELS in the chat says, Watson, what the fuck are you doing? I agree, ELS. I'm sorry, brother.
That's a little bit of a flop. Come on, look at the size difference between those two. You really think 7 could push Skipper down like that?
Yeah, you get a little leverage. You get a little off balance, which Skipper seemed to be a little bit off balance there. Absolutely. Dude, you've seen my size, and you saw me get taken down by a rut. So
it was like a 6-foot rut.
Granted, it was a fucking giant rut that I fucking stepped into, but still, get a little off balance. The next thing you know, so from the 25-yard line, pass down the field. That's going to be incomplete. Wright was the intended receiver, the tight end. It looks like he was held a little bit, but the officials are, I think, going to let a couple of penalties go here now since the Packers have been getting quite a few. And listen, to be fair, like, if you're the Packers, stop taking so many fucking penalties.
Yeah.
Like, you've hurt yourself. You hurt yourself on that first touchdown drive with the pass interference / illegal use of hands in the end zone. You've caused your own fumble when you're Christian Watson, and now you've had a couple of really bad penalties here. Like, you can't do that. Man, Gibbs has got nothing going on tonight. Gibbs is not the guy to be rushing here.
The messed up part was I was like, well, it's either going to be Montgomery or Gibbs is going to get the touchdown. Like, I think Gibbs.
Nah. I think Montgomery's their guy right now. Gibbs is not running well.
Yeah.
If you watch the last couple games, he just hasn't been going real good. I think Montgomery has kind of got a little bit of the momentum on his side. So by 3rd and 10 now coming up here for the Lions. From the 25, they got to get to the 15. Goff in shotgun. He's got trips out to his left. Takes the snap. Back. Looks. Throws. Incomplete. That was into the ground. As he got put into the ground as well. 4th and 10. Lions are going to go for a field goal here. Go up 10-0. Hamster says, so I got 2 McRibs the other night, and they were better than sex. Then, you got to find new pussy, I guess. Sorry, misogynistic. Then I had to get 2 more today, and they barely put any sauce on them. Oh, I hate when they do that. Snap, hold, kick is... just snuck that one in there, and that's going to be now 10-0. Packers losing to the Lions here. Lions with a 10-0 lead on the Packers. Will you believe it or not, I haven't had a McRib yet. I have not had one yet since they came back out.
I actually had McDonald's today and saw the menu there, and I saw the McRib. I'm like, that just looks fucking gross.
Oh, dude, it's so delicious. I don't care what it looks like. It tastes like fucking heaven. It tastes...
I eat with my eyes.
So good. It is just the most glorious piece of gray meat you've ever had in your life, or meat-like product, something of that nature. It's gray something. It's gray matter.
When I make dinner at home, I do the little smear of spaghetti sauce, just like Gordon Ramsay, and looks like $100 plate of spaghetti.
No, the fuck you don't.
The one time I did. I was drunk.
I remember that one time I was over. Fucking Tom made like the fucking venison sliders and the venison meatballs and venison he sausage. Yeah, it was good. That shit was good. Well, I remember the one time we were at the bar and he made the alligator etouffee.
Yeah,
that shit. Listen, I don't know if anybody needs to hear this or not. Fucking alligator is delicious. Alligator's amazing. That's a lovely dish.
It is. Expensive as hell.
Expensive as fuck, yeah, but man, is it good. That's good eating. That's good meat. ELS in the chat letting us know that the Packers need to remove their heads from their asses.
So is their heads packed too far up their ass?
They really packed it in there. Well, isn't that was one of the old slurs for the Packers? The old the Green Bay Fudge Packers. Yeah, we're funny. We're saying a thing that's like a gay thing, but it's like a slur. Blah blah blah. It's like I think back to some of that shit. And I'm like, man, people were fucking dumb. Yeah. Like just did like the person who ever thought that if someone still said, I guarantee you, there's somebody out there who still says that shit. Like,
yeah.
Do you still think that's funny? Like that's like somebody out there just like even a 12-year-old would just be like,
what are you trying to say?
Cringe. That's cringe, as the kids would say. That's very cringe today. Hamster says that one time at band camp. Great movie. And I've had a crush on Allison Hannigan ever since. So, well, that and she's a redhead. I love redheads. So that's my weakness. That's a weakness. Which is hilarious because my wife isn't a redhead. So, shh, don't tell her. And there is the kickoff. Packers going to get the ball back again here at the 30-yard line. Hopefully, they don't cause their own turnover on this drive.
Jared Goff is the Walter Payton nominee.
I saw that. The Giants, I believe, have Darius Slayton is ours. Okay.
I was going to say, if anybody should get it, it'd be Dexter Lawrence.
I think he was last year.
Oh, was he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
First and 10. Love is going to hand it off here to Jacobs. Jacobs is going to get 4 yards on the carry. Down to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 6.
That's the other thing I seem to notice with the Packers. They're doing like real long dropbacks. Just do 2, 3 step dropbacks. Get rid of it.
Not only not only dropping back that far, but he's holding on to the ball way too long.
Yeah.
2nd and 6. Love in shotgun. He's going to hand it off. And that's going to be Jacobs for a long run all the way down to the 50, down to the 47 of the Lions. First down Packers as they are now in Detroit territory. As we got a little shenanigans happening there between the Lions and the Packers. A little talking. 63 is trying to talk. He's getting ignored. Must feel like a lot like his home life when he was growing up. His parents just ignoring him. That's a shame. Sorry about that, 63. Hope you get things worked out and go to therapy, Hamster says redheads are either really hot or really ew. Yeah, there's a really way to figure that out. Redheads, female, very hot. Redheads, male, fucking ew. Run here on 1st down and 10. That was Wilson with the carry, and he's going to get about 7 or 8 yards, depending on the spot. 2nd down and short coming up here for the Packers. 2nd and 3 is going to be the official count here.
Packers need a touchdown here.
Touchdown. Touchdown. We want a Bayonne touchdown. Sorry, I had a high school flashback. Wilson still in the game.
Wilson!
Hey, Mr. Wilson. Love takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Wilson again, and Wilson's only going to get... Oh, nope. I think he got it on the extra second effort, and I think he did. 1st down, Packers. Move those fucking chains. Hamster says Packers are in Detroit territory. Just crossed 8 Mile. Boom, boom, ching, boom, 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 boom. If you had just one shot, just one chance, would you take it?
You kind of like remixed as a Jeff Goldblum saying it.
Kind of. Would you find a chance and take it? We have flags before the snap even happens here.
95 just pushed the center over, it looked like.
And indeed, that is going to be encroachment on the Lions. So that's going to be a free 5 yards, 1st and 5 coming up here for the Packers. So now the Lions making some really silly, costly penalty mistakes here on this drive.
You could do your feminine line with that one.
And yes, I put it, it's in the ticker there too, ELS, about Belichick meeting with UNC about their head coaching job. Interesting. From that standpoint, do you think Belichick would take a college coaching job?
I think there'd be less responsibility.
There's more responsibility. Colleges, you got to go recruit. You have to go do all this other shit. Although nowadays with the transfer portal, he could just do it and treat it like it's fucking the NFL and just do that. By the way, that was a handoff to Josh Jacobs. He got about a yard-ish on the carry. No, see, that's why we say like effeminate lion or effeminate tiger or effeminate big cat. We don't say it that way because we want to stay on YouTube. Handoff, 1st down for the Packers. Jacobs, he picks up about 6 yards on the carry. And the Packers are indeed moving the chains. Good drive here from Green Bay.
As that's the Tiger's last name.
Ryan. Rhyan, Ryan.
Yeah. No, I was saying about Hamster's little comment there. That's the Tiger's last name.
Is Ryan?
No. Never mind.
I'm trying to understand what
in the chat. Hamster said,
Yeah, he said the yes, that kind of tiger. Yes.
That's the Tiger's last name is that name. Just like Ben Gay, the former football player.
No, that's a cream. That's not Willie Gay is one of the. There's a lot of gays in the NFL. I think right now New Orleans has a gay on the team.
Holy fucking penalties.
That It sounds bad. There was a 1 yard gain there for Jacobs, but indeed there is a flag here on 1st and 10. As we're up to 8 already here in the first half. Holding, and it is going to be against the Packers. Holding on Green Bay.
Jenkins.
Mr. Jenkins. You've been accused of holding illegally. Yeah, kind of. Just a little bit. Just,
so what if you can see his shoulder pads?
Putting a shoulder pad. I just wanted to merge the shoulder pair with the helmet. Just make it one unit. That's all I was trying to do. I'm trying to be an inventor. I'm trying to help. If we're talking about anything, I'm just trying to help here. Oh, 1st and 20 now for the Packers. Jordan Love throws, caught, but immediately hit is Kraft single white cheddar.
Watch it, 46.
He's talking. He's like, hey, come on. Come and talk to me. I'm the whitest Kraft single you've ever met. They had him mic'd up for the other game. That was, I don't know if you saw that on Twitter, the Kraft being mic'd up for the last game. It was actually pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy. He's pretty decently cool mic'd up. But I'm still going to call him Kraft single white cheddar. So here we go. 2nd and 12. Love is under center. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Looks, steps up into the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run it himself. Down to the 20. Down to the 15. He's got the first down. There are no flags that I see yet. And that looks like it's going to be a first down for the Packers. As all the Packers seem to be doing dollar bills, y'all. Don't know why. This doesn't feel like
you guys score first.
You know, this is not like 20 years ago or 15 years ago. It's not, Kenny Powers. I don't know what's going on here, but Hamster says the Lion cheerleaders got long britches on. Throw a flag on that. I was gonna say, if you're in a dome, cheerleaders should wear cheerleader attire. Yeah, if you're outside, I get it. Wearing you want to stay warm. But that's the other thing. The girl, no gain there on first down for the Packers. But there's a flag. Say it with me, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let's start the over-under.
This is Hussy, man. Whenever it's a Hussy game, it's going to be a high flag game. Always. This crew is always just a high fucking flag. It's about us. It's about the Hussies. It's about the flags. It's all about the flags. Hussy flags. Illegal use of hands against the Lions. And that's going to be a first down. That's kind of both of them. They both had their arms up into he did. Right, he was choking him.
He was Undertaker.
He was Darth Vader in that motherfucker. All right, okay. From the one angle, it was like they're both fucking pushing each other's shoulder pads into each other. What are we talking about? And it's like, oh no, he was actually. That was actually physical assault. Okay, all right, I get it. Ugh. So, 1st and goal for the Packers. They're going to run it all the way down to about the 2.5 yard line. 2nd and goal coming up here for the Packers. Looking to get within 3 points.
Oh, you dumbass, you.
And we've got 2 people trying to fight there. Walker, hey, listen, go ahead. These guys are flag happy. Give them a fucking reason to throw the flag.
That one, I'm surprised there was no flag because Walker headbutted the guy right in front of the ref looking at him.
That's the other reason why I hate this crew. They're going to call flags on all the other shit, but then when it comes time for something that's right in front of them, they don't fucking call it. Like, what the fuck are you doing then? What are we doing? Oh boy, ref rant, says ELS in the chat. Jordan Love in shotgun here for 2nd and 10. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Nope, not a handoff. It's going to be play action, and he overthrows the Kraft white single. And he was as wide open as you could be. And he overthrows him. Wow. What the fuck are you doing?
Maybe Love is not the guy.
Oh, no. Jordan Love. Here we go. 3rd and goal for the Packers. 5:49 remaining here in the second quarter. Love in shotgun. Trips left. Man in motion. Takes the snap. Back. Looks. Throws. Incomplete. Intercepted! Tipped and picked off by the Lions. We have a flag down.
I think he was out of bounds when he touched it.
The Lion player? Maybe.
Yeah, like when they tipped it up.
Damn.
But that should be pass interference.
I don't think so. If he's out of bounds when he touches it, that's just illegal touching.
Here, let's see here. Maybe the holding.
They're hand checking each other. No, he's in bounds.
That's pass interference.
That's I don't know. I wouldn't call that particularly, but they are going to call pass interference. So down at the 1, automatic. Like I don't know. Like they're fucking hand checking each other.
You wouldn't let him run.
What are you talking about? He ran. There's only so much room you can run for in the fucking end zone.
Well, the Detroit guy wouldn't let the Packers guy run across the back of the end zone. He was holding him back.
No, he wasn't. He was where he was getting. The ball went to him where he was. All right. Anyway, 1st and goal for the Packers from the 1-yard line. Handoff to Jacobs, and of course that's going to be an easy peasy lemon squeeze me touchdown for the Green Bay Packers. I was just trying to get you all there with the anticipation.
That was definitely needed for the Packers.
They needed that one, and the referees certainly did help them get to the end zone on that drive. Which
holding penalties
might be the way that the only way that the Packers got to get a score tonight. The way they've been playing. If we're going to be honest, the Packers have not played great football today so far, from what I've just watched. Anyway, and I'm not trying to say that to be kind of an asshole to ELS because I love ELS. You know, ELS and my boy here. Ooh, just sneaks in the extra point there, and the Packers make it a 3-point game. Lions 10, Packers 7. Here on Thursday Night Football on this NFC North matchup between, I guess we said, the Lions and the Packers. Thank you so much for joining us here. Hamster says that he was molesting him in the end zone. They were molesting each other. It was a mutual molestation happening in the back of the end zone. So that's on those you don't throw the flags on it. That's all I'm saying. Either way, thank you so much for watching us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. That is your good friend Jimbo right over there. Thank you so much for watching. Again, just you watching helps us out so much and helps us with the YouTube algorithm. If you want to help us out a little bit more, though, and you can do it for free, there's 2 things you can do. 1, hit that like button. Helps us out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. Appeases those Cthulhu-like Lovecraftian old gods that YouTube has running their systems. Also, if you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Helps us out tremendously. As I said, helping out tremendously is what we would love for you to do, because we are tremendously thankful for all the help that you tremendously give us. Tremendously. I know I say tremendously a lot. Also, if you do want to help us out even a little bit more, you can go ahead and go to our donation station and to our merch store. Links for that are on the top of the chat, which is wide open for you to come into the live chat right now. Say hi, say hello, say how you doing. You can check out those links there. Donate if you want. Just hang around if you want. Again, anything you want to do. 5 cents, $5, $50. Whatever you want to do, throw it in there. And again, the merch store, peruse it, take a round, look what you want to see. If you have an idea for new merch, as I'm trying to add merch in there all the time, if you have an idea for new merch, come up with it. Tell us in the chat. Tell us what you'd like to see, and we'll see if we can make that happen for you as well here. So you go check that out. Those links also available in the description below this video. Hamster says he was giving them the business. I do. No, that was actually a professional referee. I remember that. That was a pro referee. I think that might have been Red. You know, Mr. First Down. I think it might have been him that was like, he called the penalties as penalty on whoever it was. I forget the teams. I just remember he was giving them the business.
Oh, yeah.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down. I was like, oh, shit. Like, what a great call. He's giving them the business. He's down there giving them the business. He'd be giving them the business.
Also, I think we should give a quick shout out to Pecan for being our top donator.
Pecan.
What did I say?
It almost sounded like you said something else. It sounded like you said something else.
Maybe my microphone switched again, like we were talking about before.
I don't know, but it was very slurred a little bit, and it sounded like pre-something, and I was like, I don't think they've donated to us, so, but I'm glad that Pecan has indeed donated $15 to us. He is currently our top donator, as you can see right down there. If you want to replace Pecan, you do have to go and donate more than $15, but again, any donation we will appreciate, as I said before, tremendously. So thank you so much. That is going to be a dynamic touchback on the kickoff, and the Lions are going to take over at their 30-yard line, looking to go ahead and get a score here before the end of the half as Jared Goff takes the field with the offense. I could have sworn the first one was definitely an NFL game. I could have sworn. I think a couple more people have done it since then, but I swear the first one was an NFL one. Montgomery, boy, what a couple of moves there. He's going to gain about 9 yards on first down. Second down and 1 coming up here. 5:22 and counting remaining here in the second quarter. They're going to mark it East short. They say they only gained 8. Second and 2 coming up here for the Lions.
She don't look like she's too impressed.
He looks like he's from 1957. Second and 2. Goff under center. Play action, and Montgomery throws over the middle. That's going to be caught. Nope. Down to the Packers' 41-yard line. First and 10, Lions. Williams with the reception. Why did you say no?
I didn't say no.
Oh, I thought I heard you say nope.
No.
Yeah,
I
like
said
that.
Wide open.
I see. Well, here's first and 10. That's going to be caught by Montgomery out of the backfield. And he's going to get 6 yards. First down. Second down coming up here for the Lions. So the Lions are just fucking moving the ball down the field right now here. 4:15 remaining in the second quarter.
Kind of looks like the Packers defense breathing pretty heavy already. It's only.
I was going to say, so you got 4 minutes of the second quarter, and the Lions are just running through them right now. I'd give it to Montgomery again. Play clock under 10. Goff back, looks, throws, trying to go back shoulder to Williams, incomplete. 3rd and 5 for the Lions. The Blueberry Lions.
Oompa.
Loompa, doompa dee doo. We've got a football play to show you. Oompa, loompa, gobble-dee-gee. We want to beat up these guys from Green Bay. 3rd and 5 coming up here. Goff again under center. Takes the snap. Getting pressure. It's going to be caught by Montgomery. And a first down by a yard. Sticks keep moving for the Lions. 3:33, 32, 31 remaining here in the first half.
They keep moving the ball like this, they'll be able to close the half out.
If they close the half out with a touchdown and get a 10-point lead going into half, that's going to be that's what you're looking for. And they are moving the ball here with relative ease right now against this Green Bay Packers defense. Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion, going over to the right, now making trips right here for Goff in shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Rolls right. That's going to be complete to Laporta. That's going to be a first down at the 17-ish yard line. As we got more pushing, we got more shoving. Penny Sewell's in there. He's got his hands up, saying, I ain't do nothing. He is jabber jawing. A lot of jabber jawing going on right now. A lot of divisional rivalries. A lot of discussing about how was your Thanksgivings, how's your mother's, how's your father's, things of that nature.
Yeah.
It's all nice. It's all above board. It's all above board. Hamster says, can you believe a week ago was Thanksgiving? Time goes too fast, especially when you're fucking drunk the entire time, which has kind of been my goal. I've been in the bottom of a vodka bottle for about, that's how, it's honestly how I spend most of my holidays, if we're going to be honest with you. From the 18-yard line, handoff here to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to get 3 yards, but no more.
You're not helping me, Gibbs.
No.
Neither are the Packers.
You're killing me, Smalls. But
2-minute timeout.
1:53, the 2-minute warning here. Stop with that. See, college football's got to stop. We don't want to have violent language as part of our curriculum, so we're going to say it's a 2-minute timeout. It's a 2-minute warning. Stop it! Also, college, fix your fucking playoff system. Because the fucking, the automatic buys for the conference champions and the way you don't reseed and all, it's bad. It's just, fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. There's an easy way to fix it. But, I think you have a lot of people who think they're the smartest. You have a lot of Brian Dabolls in the room. Guys who think they're just the smartest guy in the room. We know what we're doing. We know, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it as complicated as possible. No reason to make it that complicated. If you win your conference, you get in. First of all, and here's the other thing, and Rich Eisen said this, and I agree with him as well. Stop having it to where, oh, well, if you make your conference championship game, if you lose it, we're not going to punish you. Why not? You can advance. You can get better and move your spot up if you do win your conference championship game. So if you lose, you should move down too. You should be punished for that. I'm sorry.
And also, Colorado should be in there.
Why?
They got the Heisman Trophy winner on the team.
Well, we don't know that yet. I mean,
it's a foregone conclusion.
But we can all say that probably, possibly, for sure, maybe. But Hamster saying that King needs a wambulance. For what? About college football?
Yeah, I think he's stretching now.
No, I mean, listen, I bitch and moan all the time. Don't get me wrong, I get it. There's probably shit that I could probably use a wambulance for a couple of fucking things that I come over with, but I'm just wondering what the specific wambulance call was for. I wasn't. Still got a spot on my glasses. I was just wondering what the specifics were. But I mean, college football needs fucking. They need to get that fixed. They need to fucking work on that. And also, like, if it's the case where you're going to have conference champions that are like, oh, well, the loser of the conference championship game doesn't get punished or anything like that, just get rid of conference championship games then.
Yeah.
And just have it be where the teams are then. And have it set where it is. Colorado's not awful, but I'll say this. I think Colorado's better than Miami. By far.
Yeah.
I think the Colorado Buffaloes are far better than the fucking Miami Hurricanes. I think there's a lot of teams. I think the Army Black Knights are better than the fucking Miami Hurricanes. I think if you have Army play Miami, Army wins that game 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
2nd and 7 coming up here for the Lions from the 15-yard line, coming out of the 2-minute warning. Goff, quick screen. That's caught by Laporta. First down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, Lions. Roar. Or round. Whichever one you want.
We have to check on ELS after this drive.
I was going to say, well, we haven't seen ELS here in a moment. So I think he's dealing with this in his own way. No, that's true. That Kansas-Colorado game did expose them for a bit. I still think they're better than Miami. Minute 10 remaining here. Handoff to Montgomery on 1st and goal, and he's going to get just stopped shy of the goal line. 2nd and goal for the Detroit Lions. Do they give it to Gibbs, knowing that Jimbo needs that for his bet, for his parlay? There's EOS. There's our guy. There's Carissa Thompson, which always confuses me because she has the same name as my sister, and we call my sister she's Charissa because it's a fucking CH. So the Carissa shit is ridiculous. You thought I was going to say another word, but I didn't. I stopped myself. CH is Charissa, not Ka. If it was Carissa, it'd be Carissa. That's Carissa. Charissa is Charissa. Let's be honest with that. And that's going to be a little bit of a golf sneak. No official word yet from any official. And now one says it's a touchdown.
I was going to say, originally I thought he crossed.
So, Jared Goff with the rushing touchdown himself. And the Lions put another 6 on the board. The Packers are waiting to see if they're going to review it, and I think they are going to do maybe a little bit of expedited review. They say no touchdown, 3rd down. Take the touchdown off the fucking board. Let's see, knee down there. Ball is well, we can't see where it is on that angle. Do you have a pylon cam, cocksuckers? Oh, here we go. Yeah, no. Nope. Yeah, that's short. That is short. That's 1,000% short. 3rd down. That's what I mean. I didn't think it was close, if anything.
Are they reviewing it?
They already did. They came out and said it was only 3rd, so I don't know what that was. Oh, timeout. I think somebody took a timeout. I think it was the Packers. By the way, I have not been keeping up with the timeouts here.
Jesus, neither have I. I just noticed that.
I when they lost the challenge, I should have knocked one off, and I didn't, and then I missed where they took another one. But then again, Amazon's very bad with their fucking timeout graphics, so yeah. I just want to point that out. No, see, here's the thing, Hamster, and one thing you always have to remember is that the very best college football team every year would get fucking smoked by the worst NFL team every year, and it's not even close. It's not, the Giants would destroy fucking Georgia, Texas, Oregon. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Every NFL team, every single NFL team, even the worst ones, are college all-star teams. Bottom line.
Not this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
This year I disagree with you.
The 0-16 Browns would have beaten the best college team in that year, and they would have done so fucking handily. It would have been a fucking massacre. Asking it, there is no chance a college team will ever beat an NFL team. It's not going to happen. 3rd and goal. Jared Goff, handoff to Montgomery. He's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. And that's going to be 4th and goal. Clock is ticking. Packers have no more timeouts in this half. Obviously, the Lions are going to go for it. I mean, let's just fucking be honest.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you go for the field goal? The Packers have no timeouts left. Run it all the way down. Get the extra, the 3 points. Have, 15 seconds? Yeah, about 15 seconds left.
Might be what they're doing. They're running it down here. They're going to run it down to at least 15 seconds here. And the Lions take their first timeout of the half. I understand sarcasm. I just don't tolerate stupidity.
I mean, you have for 13 years.
Dun, 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 dun. Don't put yourself down like that. Stop it. Stop it. Don't do that. I've known a lot. Listen. So you put yourself down like that, but have you seen some of the fucking people I dated since we were together? I'm pretty dumb. I mean, I did pretty well now. Like you want to talk about somebody who stepped in shit and comes up smelling like roses? That's me, baby. Like 1,000%. But
remember meeting one ex when she walked into the house and her first comment was,
That
Okay.
was so bad. That was bad. I'm not gonna lie. Cut! Touchdown! 4th and goal, and that is Jahmyr Gibbs. Did you have him as a running touchdown or a receiving touchdown, or just anytime touchdown score?
Anytime touchdown.
Anytime touchdown score. All right, so that's good for you. You hit your bet on that one.
Now let's go, Green Bay. Get your heads out of your asses, and defense, get your head out of your asses.
Now you got to hit the second part. Yeah, I don't know about that one. ELS, I'm sorry, ELS in the chat says, of course we can't fucking stop anybody with this defense. But to be fair, your defense did play well most of this half. Woo! That one was a little tighter than you'd figure. That one was kind of like some girls I knew. Anyway, what is wrong with me? I got problems. Jimbo, I don't know if you know this about me. I got problems.
Yeah, we don't have enough time to.
Oh no, we know.
There's all the problems.
There is not enough time in a fucking rest. Before entropy kills the universe and the heat death takes over everything and every last atom expunges, there's not that much time still to go through everything that's fucking wrong with me. Who would have guessed that I had crazy exes, dude? I could tell you, there was one. This one goes back fucking 20 plus, about 20 years ago. I had an ex who wasn't even really an ex. It was kind of a one-night stand situation. Like, we kind of had a date or two. We were trying to figure out if we liked things. I spent the night at her place. Did not like it. It was kind of like one of those things, like, I wished I could have gone home, but I didn't have any way to get home. So I was just kind of stuck there. Not a great time. So I did the early 2000s version of just ghosting.
Okay.
So, and this is going to be a dynamic touchback here, as we got 11 seconds left. So, because I was set up with somebody with the job I had at the time, somebody had set us up. This woman, during working hours, went into the parking lot and left on my coworker's windshield a note and a bag of Swedish fish, because in our discussions together, I had told her that one of my favorite candies, one of the things I like, is Swedish fish. So there was a note, like a card, like a love card, okay, and a bag of Swedish fish. And in the card were a bunch of like heart glitter things, and it was just talking about like how great I was and how she thought we would be together forever and how great things are. And she was kind of a wicked. By the way, I kind of have a type. I don't know if anyone wants to know. It's like, you wouldn't figure it, but like, you know, the goth kind of Wiccan kind of heavily tattooed and things like that, and, you know, spiritual, demonic, other shit kind of. That's my kind of girl. So just to let you guys know that. But yeah, so it was, you know, I knew the spirits and things would bring us together, and I know all those stuff. It was literally one of the scariest things I've ever had in my life. Like, it was just like, that freaked me the hell out. Like, so yeah, I've had that might be one of the creepiest exes I think I've ever had. And again, it wasn't even really an ex. It was kind of like a one night thing that she wanted it to be more, and I was, you know, I thought I made myself clear. I was like, you know, this has been great, but I don't know if I'm quite ready for that. You know, and see, here's the other problem too. And I'll say this for anybody, man, woman, no matter what. If you are in a relationship or doing anything like that, don't be nice. When it comes to the, you know, if you don't want something, if you don't want the relationship, if like you had a one night stand, or if you had a date and whatever, and it's like, you know what, no, this isn't it. Trying to let people down easy, or trying to do that, it only leads them to be confused or think that, oh, well, if I just do something a little extra or do something a little harder, that'll be something. Like, no. Like, you have to be, because I apparently learned that because I was too nice. I was like, oh, it was lovely, had a great time, all this other stuff. I just don't think this is like the right time for me now, and I don't know if it this. She took that as, well, if I just stalk him and put shit on his coworkers' windshields, that'll show that I don't love it. Like, You have to be like, listen, don't like you. Your pussy was weird. Let's just end it right now.
I had an ex.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that part, but still.
I had an ex jumping from my truck the day I broke up with her.
You had a couple of fucking. You had that one that tried to start fights in the bar. For you, remember her? Remember she came in one time with Fat Putin.
Okay, yeah.
That bitch, yeah.
He works with me now.
I think you told me that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you told me that.
Yeah.
People are wondering like, who the fuck is Fat Putin? Listen, there's a whole story. The stories from stands will fucking we'll tell you like there used to be somebody that came into the bar, actually was a criminal. He worked in government and then went to jail because he was a fucking corrupt criminal. And he looked like a Fat Putin at the time. Literally just has same Slavic face and everything. So we called him Fat Putin.
I'll never forget that day you said to me, like, he was sitting down the bar or whatever, and you're like, it's Fat Putin, and I just looked down and I just bust out laughing, and he looked at so funny. I said, don't worry about nothing.
But yeah, no, you've had a couple of doozies. Don't get me wrong. I don't like, again, jumping in front of the truck. I think that trumps the stalking bit a little bit. You had the crazy one we talked about in the bar, always trying to start a fight and do weird shit. Like I wanted to throw her out so bad. Like my old bouncer mode was activating. It's just like let me just pick her up and just chuck her out of the bar. And then there was the one that you were talking about. Yes, the first time that me and the other person who I used to date when we had first started talking, and she came. The first time meeting this girl ever, just first time seeing her, walks in the door. I'm so high right now.
and let me put this out there. I don't smoke at all.
You're not. Yeah, like I've partaken in the past, and I do a little bit more now. Clearly. But yeah, you are not. You've never been. That is not your bag. You're a booze guy. You're not a green guy. We get that. But this girl was all about it. She was all about it. And to the point, that's her first fucking thing that she says to anybody. It was like,
and I just remember me going, fuck.
You did kind of instantly have the defeatist face on you. And it was just like, oh, nice to meet you too, I suppose. It feels like that Peter Griffin meme. I just sat down. Who starts a conversation like that?
Yeah. Crap.
Oh, that was good times. Anyway, we are. I don't know if anybody's noticed that. We are at halftime here in Green Bay versus.
They're calling a football game.
I know. The Detroit Lions have a 10-point lead on the Packers, 17-7. As we've seen from ELS, not happy with the performance of his Packers defense. Understandable, I suppose. We could look at it that the Packers have not. Like I was saying to ELS before, I think the Packers defense played well and just had bookended with bad defensive drive. So the first drive that the Lions had, the Packers defense didn't look good. And this last drive, the Lions kind of ran right through them.
Yeah.
But between that, the Packers defense actually looked pretty good.
Yeah.
The Lions, again, the defense has done enough, but there's also been stuff there to question. And again, the Packers and Christian Watson turning the ball over himself, smashing the football against the Lions' helmet to then knock it out. Like that's mistakes like that have cost the Packers. And if he holds on to that, if he doesn't act so willy-nilly with the ball in that particular situation, what's better? What happens? Do the Packers go down and score? Does this game look better? Is it tied? Do the Packers have the lead? You don't know. You don't know how that changes the game dynamic. Is this next Thursday? Oh, God, who gives a fuck?
Jesus, yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but that one might be a skip. That one, like, we're getting to the point in the year where I'm starting to pick and choose now. Where so, like, I was like, oh, we'll do all the games. Now I'm kind of like, I want to do the good games. I have done enough bad. I've done a lot of Giant games this year already. I've done enough bad games. I want to watch good football. So I think that's kind of what I'm. That one I might skip. That one might be a little bit of a skip. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, this Sunday, I know the Eagles are playing the Panthers, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm not. Again, like, it's the Panthers, and against the Eagles, the way the Eagles are playing, like, fuck. Like, Bryce Young's playing better, but Saquon against that fucking defense, like, come the fuck on.
Yeah, I mean, if you, I don't know if it was on Pat's show today or if I heard on the radio, but like the Eagles cornerbacks past like 3-4 elite wide receivers. I think Jamar Chase was the best one, and he had 3 catches for 50 yards. You put them up against Carolina, like it's just gonna be it should be bad.
Well, let's see. We could do Jets Dolphins.
Okay, I'm glad you're laughing. I'm like, we could do the first half because that's when the Jets play good.
We could do Falcons Vikings. Get Hamster in here.
We'll do Falcons Vikings, and we'll give him shit since he's always giving us shit during our games.
Saints Giants. Fuck right off. Browns Steelers might be interesting.
That one, yeah.
And then I think that's it for the 1 o'clocks. And then 4 o'clock, there's Seahawks Cardinals. That could be good. Bills ramp now, but not. Sunday night's going to be good. Sunday night's going to be good. I'm definitely going to do Sunday night. Chargers Chiefs. That's going to be a good one. So I'll do that one. But yeah, so there's not too many games. So maybe we'll do Eagles Panthers out of default. And I'll say what? I'll do this. I'll say this. I'll make graphics for both games. And if it's like fucking 30-3 at halftime with the fucking Eagles and Panthers, I'll switch over to fucking Brown Steelers, and we'll do that.
I'm okay with doing the Brown Steelers.
So we'll see. You know what? Here's the thing, and this is where it's going to be fine by in the chat. I don't know how many people got in the chat or how many people are going to be there, but I'm going to leave this in the chat while we're here. And then I'm going to go make my second drink, so I'm going to leave you alone for a second. But let me go ahead and put this up here.
And the Flyers lost.
Yay!
Questionable refereeing.
Oh, fuck off. Everything with Philadelphia is always, the referees.
Must have had the Devils reffing our game.
We're fair and just people here in New Jersey. Carolina Eagles Eagles are home for that game, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Double check here.
Now beat the shit out of the fucking Predators, hamster. So Devils did anyway. I don't know what the Flyers have done. I don't pay attention to fucking Philadelphia. So okay, so I'm going to leave it to the chat. I'm going to start a poll in there. What game should we cover for 1 o'clock? Should we do Carolina, Philadelphia, or should we do Cleveland and Pittsburgh for our 1 o'clock games? I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Again, the power of the people. Democracy in action, baby. This is what I love. All right, so give me a second. I'm going to jump over. I'm going to make more alcoholic beverages because it's fucking Thursday. Why not? That's what I do here. And then we'll get back to the second half, which will be starting here momentarily. So let me go ahead. Let me go.
And Hamster, yeah, I would give you so much shit for the Falcons Vikings game. You better hope they beat the Vikings. But as far as everybody watching, don't forget tomorrow is our Friday forecast where me and King give the rest of our picks for this upcoming weekend. obviously we already gave our picks for tonight's game on yesterday's show. I took the Packers. He took the Detroit Lions. So far, he's looking right. Hopefully, the second half gets turned around and Packers somehow get their shit together. I think the Browns game will be a fun one because, I mean, come on, Jameis Winston, even when he loses, he still has some good quotes. Plus, with the Steelers losing to them a couple weeks ago, I think this will be a get back at them game. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog snoring in the background. I'll tell you what, when he first came into the NFL, I did not like him. Like, to me, like, he was very cringy to me. But these past couple of seasons kind of grew on me. I think the NFL should do like a at the end of the season a mic'd up with Jameis Winston over the whole course of the season, all his quotes.
Check, 1, 2, check. Back here. Check it and wreck it. Let's begin. Old crab legs. Oh, we talking about old Jameis there?
Yeah.
Love the guy. Love him. Great personality. And goddamn, like, that game is a microcosm of his career. He can look so fucking good.
Yeah.
Bro, for almost 500 yards, thrown 4 touchdowns, all this shit. And then he has 2 pick sixes. And it's like, fuck. And that last pass in the end zone was like, what are you doing? What a great game that was. That was by far, I think, the best Monday night game all year so far.
Yeah.
What a great game that was. Glad we covered. That's why I kind of was like, Browns beat the Steelers last time we had them on here when they played the Steelers in that snow game. They're going to be in Pittsburgh now. You know, the Browns are not bad. They're not as bad as what their records say. Kind of like how the Vikings aren't as good as what their record says. The Browns aren't as bad as what their record says. By the way, dynamic touchback there on the kickoff. Packers starting at their own 30. And we are underway here in the first half. Oh! Josh Jacobs got blown up in the backfield. 2-yard loss. What a hit. Brian Branch said, kick me out of the game for that one. He came from 20 yards away. That's why. Boo. Yikes.
Josh Jacobs hadn't turned.
Oh. He had a 20-yard head start. That's why.
And
So
he didn't even have his mouthpiece in.
so I don't know if that's a secondary. I've seen a lot of the guys wear 2 mouthpieces now, so I'm not sure if he has one or if that's one he just leaves in his helmet. And I'm not sure. I don't know. Jordan Love on 2nd and 11 throws a deep ball, caught.
Oh boy.
Christian is down to I don't know where the yard markers. They zoomed him in too much. They love doing the Kenny Powers. I don't know why. Huge gain though for Christian Watson.
And kudos to Watson for not flailing the ball around.
I was going to say 30, 20, 15, down to about the 12-yard line are the Packers here. 1st and 10 from the 12 are the Packers, and they are right back in business. ELS, wake up! Wake up, you're with us still, buddy. You're still alive. Show a sign of life, ELS. 1st and 10 from the 12. Jordan Love throws. That's going to be incomplete, dropped by Watson. 2nd and 10. 13:26 if you're syncing along with us here on Stay Tuned Sports. And if you are, thank you so very much for doing so. I see, that's the thing I always like to do. When I used to watch the other YouTube channels that would do something like this, I would like to sync up what their coverage with what was on the television to try to sync it up as best I could, because then I could mute the announcers, which for the most part is a great thing. So
Yeah.
yes, you do, EOS. Like I said, you're down there. Big play, but you need more here. Jordan Love back, trying to do something here. Throws from the 20, floats up, incomplete. Dangerous pass. Again, Christian Watson was the intended receiver. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Packers. You don't want to waste this opportunity. You have to settle for a field goal. You'll have to. Take the points. You can't be leaving points on the board if you're the Packers. But here we go. 3rd and 10 from the 12. In the red zone, as ELS has pointed out here in the chat. Chat's open, by the way. Come in, say hi, say hello, say how you doing. Vote in the poll. Tell us which game we're going to cover for you guys here on Sunday for the 1 p.m. game. You got a couple choices up there. Take your pick. 3rd and 10. Love in shotgun. Takes the snap back, throws over the middle. Caught!
Nice.
Kraft, single white cheddar. And the Packers score themselves a touchdown, and they are right back into this game.
There we go, ELS.
See, buddy, it's not a... See? They're not a machine. He's not a machine. He's a man.
He's good. He's bleeding.
Rocky IV, baby. Still one of the best ones ever. I don't care what anybody says. What a catch by old Kraft White Singles there. Snap, hold, kick is good. And it is a 14-17 3-point Lions lead after the Packers. Big play down the field on their first drive of the second half, and they're able to convert after getting all the way down to the 12-yard line on that big pass from Jordan Love to Christian Watson. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a Thursday night football game here for you.
And now we need ELS's favorite part of his team to step up.
He needs that defense. I know he's a huge fan of the Packers defense. We know that. That's he's made that very clear. Did I drop an ice cube here? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I did. Look at that.
Make sure it's away from the outlets.
That's what I was saying. I was like, oh shit, that's not good. I'm gonna try to toss it into the sink from here. Let's just say, oh, fucking Jordan with an ice cube. I love it.
I was gonna say you didn't Justin Tucker.
Kobe. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I kind of had to do a little rebound off the backsplash, but I don't care. Fucking made it.
You remember the old Jordan Bird McDonald's?
I loved that commercial when I was a kid. Yeah.
And then they try to bring it back with LeBron and just
listen. The same thing with Space Jam. You know.
Yeah.
You put LeBron in it, it fucking sucks. So.
I don't know if you saw Bill Murray was on New Heights.
I did. I saw the clip. The Roadhouse clip. Yeah, I did see that. It was funny. It was funny.
Talking about Jordan.
I didn't see that clip. I saw the Roadhouse clip. I didn't see the Jordan clip.
He said that I guess people were coming up to Bill Murray and say, "Hey, you got to do the Space Jam movie." Michael Jordan was having all his people go to Bill Murray to ask him
to have him to go do it.
And Bill Murray was like, "That's nice."
Yeah, but cool. Bill's that kind of guy though. Like that's we know Bill is a very mercurial individual. Yeah. You know,
he eventually got to the point that he made Jordan ask him to be in the movie.
Yeah, you know,
but the way he was like talking, I was like, "Dude, you're awesome."
ELS says I have Kraft starting this week in fantasy. I'm glad that I started them. Yeah, you got a touchdown, so yeah, you know, get the fantasy points as you can. As ELS is already in his fantasy league playoffs, by the way. That he said they got early ones. He pulled out a win on Monday. I think that was it. Yeah, because he needed somebody to do something or other. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, so he's already he's won his first playoff game. Good for him, survive in advance. And I'll say this too. And I remember when Space Jam came out. I was a kid. I was early teens when Space Jam came out. Never cared for it.
Yeah.
Never liked Space Jam.
I was okay watching it because I was into basketball at that point. So I knew.
I liked basketball. At that point, like I was still like I was like I didn't like hate the NBA. Like I watched it. I liked Charles Barkley. I was a big Barkley fan. I liked the Knicks with Ewing and Starks and all that. Like I was kind of into that. You know, the New Jersey Nets sucked still at the time, but you know, towards the turn of the century they got better with Jason Kidd. But like I didn't hate the NBA, but Space Jam was just so like I just didn't like it. It was what I felt it was cringy, as the kids would say these days. 1st and 10 here for the Lions after the kickoff. Jahmyr Gibbs getting pulled by his t-shirt. By the way, fucking tuck that shit in, guys. You know, I'm getting real tired of that shit. Fucking tuck that shit in. And we do have a flag down. First of the second half, so we are at 11 total flags now for the game. What do you got for me, Huss? And that's going to be holding on the Lions, moving back 10 yards.
Those are some yellow shoes. No, that's chartreuse.
No, that's that's straight up fucking neon. That's fucking Dayglow neon. Like that's not even dandelion. Goff throws here on 1st and 20. That's going to be caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's trying to say that his ass didn't hit the ground. But we'll see where they spot him. It looks like it'll be about a 10-yard gain. I don't know. Amazon's not going to tell us. They're just going to show Penny Sewell stats.
Penny Sewell was sacked once.
He got sacked once, yes. He hasn't allowed a sack, but he himself has been sacked one time.
Yes.
As a passer, which is a pretty interesting sack. 2nd and 14. Intercepted by the Packers! Oh, no!
Uh-oh.
Instant red zone for the Packers. Holy shit nuggets.
Let's go.
And just like that, disaster in Detroit. The much maligned and hated Packers defense that ELS said he wants to see roast in hell because they're so awful. He hates them so very much with every fiber of his being. They have come out and said, fuck you, ELS. We're going to show you. And now you can't root for us because you talked so much shit on us and said that you wish we would all die. No, ELS. Your Packers defense is very much alive, and they have the Packers set up in a red zone possession.
They've risen from the depths of hell.
From the 16-yard line. Jordan Love. No wonder nobody joins the chat. We give everybody so much shit. Josh Jacobs gets a gain of 2 yards. Second down, and we do have Branch seems to be injured on the ground. Nope, he pops up. He seems to be okay. Maybe he just got hit in the nuts. That could happen.
I'd still be down.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how some of these guys just bounce up. ELS is saying, well, my rant on defense helped it. Sure, that's how I'd look at it. Sure. These guys fucking suck. This is the fucking worst. These guys are garbage. See, it worked. I told you. Clearly, I motivated them.
They felt my wrath from here.
Oh, from the 14. 2nd and 8. Love back throws. That's going to be caught. That's going to be close to a first down. They are saying a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line.
I love how like that ref was, minimum 5 yard. Yeah, I was going to say, you better get up there and hike this.
And they did. Hand off to Jacobs. He's going to get it down to, and that's a touchdown for the Packers. Back-to-back touchdowns to start the second half. And holy shit, just like that, the Packers have the lead. Oh, man. That is not how you wanted to start the second half if you're the Detroit Lions. Oh, no.
£14 in 4 minutes.
Wow. Absolutely devastating start for the Lions. Absolutely electric start to the second half for the Packers. The kick is up. It is good. It is 21. It is 17. And it is the Green Bay Packers now with the lead over the Detroit Lions in Detroit. Here's the thing. Lots of time left.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, the half just started. We have 11:15 remaining in the third quarter. Lots of time left. So, it's a 4-point lead for the Packers. Lions have to now answer. Even if it is just a field goal. Even if it is to make it a 20-21 game. Something. You need something. You just can't, it's...
And they need a long drive, too. Give that defense a break.
Yes, something. Devastating. What an absolutely devastating turnover. Devastating turn of events. If you are the Detroit Lions. Hamster in the chat says, give them life so the Lions can break their hearts. The Lions are just toying with their food. Could be. Or are the Lions being exposed? Ice is ready.
There you go, bud.
Which I needed some. I needed some, by the way. So I got some. I got my own Geis. I got my Geis. Hey, Geis.
See, that's why you need the wife standing off to the side there. I'm like, oh, you need some ice, and I'll come in like this, and her hand will come in, but it'll look like my hand, and dump the ice into your cup.
Are you trying to say that my wife has man hands?
So the Packers.
ELS in the chat says he'd love to see Goff throw another interception. I bet the fuck you would. A Packer fan. I'd like to see Goff throw an interception. You think? Really? No, I want to see him march down the field and score a touchdown against us. I don't think anybody's saying that if you're a Packers fan. So
that's like Booker McFarland take there.
Oh,
the game here is by scoring more points than the other team.
Oh God, I love doing this. I love you guys. I love everybody in the chat. I love doing this. This is absolutely the best time ever. I love this stuff. Oh, this is so good.
ELS. Yeah, I think I say 75% sure Saquon will have 2 touchdowns, some form of touchdowns tomorrow or Sunday.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Against that Panthers defense. Yeah. No, there's.
I figure more 2 rushing compared to.
Here's the only question: does he have a touchdown above 25 yards?
At least one.
I think he gets at least one.
Yeah, and it's not going to be a fourth quarter one. I think it's going to be like a second quarter.
It might be. I think it might be early. Yeah. I think Kenny Pickett's going to get into this game.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because I like the Panthers. I think they're playing a lot better. But the Eagles right now are on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And I hate saying that. I don't like it.
I like to hear it.
Go fuck yourself. Really. Just. But don't. You got a problem? You got a little autoimmune problem there? You got a little muscle problem?
The arms out.
That's listen, sometimes the shoulders get a little weak. I get it. Yeah, I know.
Got a little crick in my shoulder.
You have a creak in your shoulder?
Yeah.
That old gag. 1st and 10, pass to Gibbs. Gibbs gets a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Lions. 11 minutes even remaining here in the third quarter and counting. If you're watching along with us, if you're syncing along our coverage with that of Amazon, and we appreciate if you are. Goff throws over the middle. Caught once again. 1st down, Lions. Hamster says Saquon probably gets hurt. Jesus Christ. What an asshole. I'm glad, he's an asshole, but he's our asshole. You know? That's why we love Hamster. That's why we love Hamster. We know. So here we go. Again, 1st and 10 now from the 40-yard line. Goff under center. Laporta in motion. Pitch to Gibbs. Gibbs gets a yard. Gibbs, again, not having a great game here.
He did what he had to do for me.
He got you your touchdown, so yes, I suppose. And now you're happy because your Packers is hitting. So,
yep. Which means they're going to lose. Because that will be the part of the parlay that fails for me.
now you didn't do them as individual bets, you did it as a parlay.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, what? You're going to get so fucked on this. You're gonna get,
Yeah.
It's going to be like a last minute thing, and you're just going to get so fucked. Pass over the middle, dropped, incomplete. Laporta did not reel it in. 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Lions. Critical down. You do not want to punt if you are the Lions here.
Yeah, especially with Packers having all the momentum right now.
Right. Oh, Laporta, you got to hold on to that. Oh, squeezed right through. Like a 12-year-old at a Diddy party.
So Green Bay's up 21-17 right now.
Dude, look, I'm sorry. I will never stop fucking with it. We got an official down.
Yeah. Get hit in the face?
Ref?
Seemed like it was going to his nose.
Is that Eminem out there as part of the medical staff? Who the fuck is that? I'm just saying that I don't want to be the only one who saw that. That motherfucker out there looks just like M. All right, he's back on his feet. Hampson says that's why Jimbo's staying up for this whole game. He's got money on it.
So don't judge me. Oh Jesus!
Oh, as he's coming off the field to get what is?
Wait, all right, that's not on the ref. That should be a 15-yard penalty on 55 there.
But no, wait a minute. That? Listen, I'm not here to question anybody's.
He has no pads on.
I'm not here to question anybody's. He got jogged into. That's not
A guy that's outweighed him by 150
and not
pounds.
yeah, but without any significant force. Like there was no like
that was slow mo.
He was.
They probably had that turned down 75%. Guy's probably running at 35 miles an hour right there.
Listen, you want to be a ref in this league, you gotta man up. It's time to man up.
Jesus, I mean, if that ref was Kirk Cousins and had the ball, he'd be like, throw the ball away in an interception. Aren't you glad I stayed up?
I'm sorry. I just love the. Yeah. ELS says the refs are babies. Hamster Till I Collapse by Eminem. That's why he's on the way. Dude, what a great song, by the way. That's a fucking banger. That's a classic banger from old M there. I like the back in the day they used to always do like the anime and clip music videos where people would the very early days of YouTube where people would take like the fucking songs and like mix it with they do like their own music video mix with it. It would be like either Dragon Ball Z or Godzilla or some shit like that, and they put it with the song. There was some cool shit. There were some good ones. Hamster says, no, that's Will Levis. Not anymore. I'll say what, Will Levis has played very well in these last couple weeks. And I will dare to say this. I think he's played a little bit better than Kirk Cousins. And I'm not trying to needle. I'm not trying to fuck with you. I'm just saying, if we're being honest, Will Levis has played a little bit better than Kirk Cousins in the last, let's say, 4 weeks.
He has a crick in his shoulder.
Well, he got his free Toradol there.
What the hell is Terry McCauley talking?
Well,
about?
I got hit one time when I was an official. I gotta tell you, it really hurt. I still got pains and migraines from it to this day. When I was at Montgomery, 3rd and 8, he gets 7. And the Lions are just short of the 50-yard line, and it does not look like they're coming off the field. They're going to go for it. Of course they are. This is a Dan Campbell team. They are fucking up kneecaps out there. But if they don't make this, you're giving the Packers with all the momentum with a short field. Lot rides on this. 1 yard. They need to get to the 50. They're on the 49. Goff under center. Takes the snap. He sneaks it, and he gets it himself. First down, Lions. Nobody got crickets in their shoulder. No, they don't. And they don't have... Jimbo, if you want to know how country Jimbo is, creeks are cricks to him for some reason. Even though he knows there's a town up in that area that I used to live in that he still does called Hunlocks Creek. And he says Hunlocks Creek. No, but you say Hunlocks Creek. The town name is Hunlocks Creek. But if you went down to the actual creek named Hunlocks Creek, you call it Hunlocks Creek.
Yeah.
So you know how to say it, but you don't. First down, 13-yard gain for the Lions. And it always fucking bothered me, like, because you know how to say it, but you refuse to fucking say it. And now you just do it because you know it fucks with me. But initially, why it initially fucked with me is because it was something I noticed you did. Is that you would say Hunlocks Creek and then going down to the creek. And it was like, so you know how to fucking say it, you just refuse to. So now from the Packers' 37-yard line, Goff under center, takes the snap, fakes the handoff there to Gibbs, rolls out to his right. He's going to pull it down and run it himself, and he's going to step out about 2 yards short of the first down, second down and 2, coming up here for the Lions.
See, Goff did it right there. He went out earlier than he should have, much like Trevor Lawrence should have slid a little bit earlier.
See, now you're just... And I know that's not how you feel because you were on the podcast yesterday saying this. See, I'm onto your shit, dude. I'm onto your fucking shit. You can't get shit past me. I know what the fuck's going on.
Dude would have got suspended if he didn't throw that forearm.
It's the forearm. And that's what I mean. Anybody trying to defend it as anything else other than him trying to injure his... You're in no football... anywhere. Almost tackled in the backfield, but that leaves it wide open. Gibbs running all the way down the sidelines. He's going to be out close to the 10-yard line. First down for the Lions. Boy, the Packers had him dead to rights about 4 yards in the backfield. Blew right past. Hit the fuck out of Goff, but the handoff was already made.
He almost lost that ball, too.
Yeah, he was getting hit as he handed it off. So it is indeed inside the 10-yard line. First and goal for the Lions from the 8-yard line. Goff in shotgun, takes the snap. Throws towards the corner of the end zone. He just throws that out of bounds. Second and goal coming up here. Laporta was the intended receiver. I just realized I cursed a lot. I mean, not that I just realized it, but, you know.
Well, don't forget, you have the worst mouth ever heard.
I do have a pretty bad fucking mouth. You know what made me realize it? I was watching, I forget who it was. It was the latest guy that was on Rogan, and they had a clip of it on YouTube or whatever that I was going by, and I heard him speaking in the clip. And I realized as I was listening to him, he talks like I do. And every other word was fuck. Handoff here to Gibbs. He's going to get it down to the 4-yard line. And tackled there. Third and goal coming up for the Lions. Where he's just like, I'm in fucking Iraq and I'm fucking doing it. I'm going to all these fucking Saddam places. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And I was like, and we're bringing these fucking guys in here. And I was like, what the fuck are these fucking guys doing here? And I was fucking... And I sat there and I was just going along with what he's saying. And then halfway through I was like, oh, that's what I sound like when I talk. Okay, fuck. I get it now. I get why she said what she said.
Yeah.
I get it. Third and goal, 5:47 remaining here in the third quarter. Goff takes the snap. He hands it off to Gibbs, and that's going to be short. He gets it to about the 2-yard line, but gets pushed back. Fourth and goal coming up here for the Lions.
3-yard line. It'd be
It depends on whether they want to give him the forward progress. I thought the forward progress got him to about the 2. We'll see where the officials spot him. Could be at the 3, could be at the 2. It looks like it's at the 3. So they're saying he got pushed back before that. I thought he got a little bit farther than that personally. But again, Coke bottle glasses. What the fuck do I know? Goff back throws caught touchdown.
Bitch.
And the Lions get right back into the lead. And our stream has frozen. And Dan Campbell is in the middle of a... That's not great. Hey, our stream's back, though. Patrick with the touchdown reception. Desperately needed drive from the Lions, as we were talking about. It needed to be a long drive. It needed to be a scoring drive. And that is exactly what they got.
That was some good play calling there. You know, they gave the Gibbs, and that play right there, everybody went right to Gibbs.
Yep, and then right over the middle. Good. Snap, hold, kick, up. Good. 24-21. And I'm going to see if I can fix the stream because it's a little backed up now. So, I know, fuck off.
And no, Hamster, I did not bet the house. I only have $2 in my betting account.
That's it. I only do like dollars. Like I'm one of those guys. Like again, I don't bet right now because I only have $4 in my actual bank account. So betting for me is not. But when I could bet, when I used to put in like $5 or $10 into my FanDuel account, I only ever bet like at $1 or $2 intervals. Like I'm not that. Like there's no house to bet on. I'm poor. There's no house. A cardboard box, maybe. I could bet you a cardboard box better than fucking anybody. But it's, as far as betting the house, no, we're not doing that.
Usually every football season, I'll put $20 in there. Try to do $1 a week, and
really?
Once it's out, it's out.
Yeah, that's it. And I find that the best way to do it is like because you could do it sometimes and get like, all right, this seems like cool. It's a little fun to do. But you don't get lost in it and you don't lose too much. You don't ever have it like you're never like, oh my God, I lost that. How could I lose that? Now I can't pay for little Susie's formula or whatever the fuck it is. And it's like, no. My insulin. Like I don't have to worry about that. Because I don't know if the alcohol's giving it away, but I'm somebody that if I get a little carried away, I would probably bet my fucking insulin money on it. So,
I was gonna say you'd be like, I got money.
All my Zoltaffi on red. No, fuck. And Hamster, that's my betting process. That's what I do. I do $1 bet, but I do like 10 game fucking parlays, or I do like, same game parlays for like, this person gets a touchdown, this person makes so many yards and shit like that. Like I go for some wacky ass high fucking odd fucking parlay, and it's like if I could turn $1 into 180, fucking go. All right, we're not doing too bad. And FanDuel is funny because FanDuel's always trying to get you to bet more. So their default is if you bet $10, you can make this bet like that. It's like, fuck you, FanDuel. It's $1 for me. I'm poor. This is what we're doing. I'm not betting any more than fucking that shit. By the way, FanDuel, if you want to sponsor us, that's perfectly fine. If anybody wants to sponsor us, I doubt there's any sponsors watching. But if anybody knows somebody who wants to sponsor us, you got something there. I will hawk anything. I will hawk to it. Although apparently she's in a little bit of hot water now.
Oh yeah.
Or the she kind of
what was it, like a coin or something?
Yeah, she was kind of doing the cryptocurrency shit and seemed to be a little bit of scamming people out of some money. And she was instead of just hawk toing people, she was just fucking them right the old-fashioned way, right in the pooper. So boy, that may not. She's gonna have to find a way to explain that way around, or that short-lived 15 minutes is tick 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 ticking. They tried her best. She had a fucking podcast. She was doing all the other shit, whatever. And congratulations for her for getting all that shit. Like I have no problems with that. But you become part of something that start scamming people, that's a quick way to fucking go from, oh, people either just don't like you or ignore you to, okay, people have a serious fucking problem with you. Like, you know, you can't be doing that shit. So. Goff gave Patrick the touchdown ball. Good for you, Jared. Good guy, Jared. Good guy, Jared. I'm sure Robin's happy that it's Jared Goff and not Matthew Stafford. My sister-in-law, I don't know if if you've been on here long enough, you know my sister-in-law for some reason fucking hates Matthew Stafford for a reason that we don't know. You never give a reason. Flea flicker for the Packers. Throw. Nope. No, he didn't. And now he just throws that away. That was almost a Will Levis play there.
Oh, yeah.
He just kind of falling sidearms. So again.
Well, I guess you could take it like positively that he learned from his mistakes a couple weeks ago. He would have threw that.
You know what I take from that, and what makes me feel a little bit better. Daniel Jones no longer has the worst flea flicker play of the season. That's all I'll say. I'm not saying it was great, but it's better than that fucking shit, whatever the Packers just did.
Come on, Green Bay.
Hand off here to Jacobs, and he's only going to get a yard. 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Packers. Hamster
middle there, and
yeah, no, this is the Lions are going to start clamping down here a little bit because the Packers were doing what you said early on in the game they should do, which was run the ball. They've had a lot of success there. It seems like the Lions are going to focus in on that. Now, here's the thing: the Packers got that big play to open up the second half down to Christian Watson. Do they try something like that here? If you don't execute that, now you got to punt the ball. So, do you play it a little bit safer? Do you go for a big play? Do you go for another running play? You got options. The Lions are fucking crowding the line. They got everybody in a 5-yard span, and the Packers are going to have... Nope. I think the Packers are going to have to take a timeout, but the flag is already down. And they're going to say no that they called the timeout beforehand, but I don't care because the flag is down, so that's what counts. So the flag counts, and the Packers lose a timeout. And I'm going to maintain... see, look at that. I got the timeout. I got it off the screen in time. Yay, me! I can stay up to date with the graphics that I make myself. Hamster says that Hawk Tua shouldn't have been famous to begin with. The internet makes people famous for no. Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians are famous. Why? Nobody knows. They're famous because they're famous people, and because she took back shots from fucking Ray J 20 years ago. 3rd and 9. Love back throws. They're saying it's caught. Is it caught by Watson or is it caught by Detroit? The Detroit player came up with it. They're saying 4th down.
Seemed like Detroit had more.
I think he had possession. Now, again, Ty will always go to the receiver, but I thought he kind of had it.
That's what I thought. Let's see here. Oh, of course not going to show it.
And they're not. Of course, they're not going to show it. Packers punt. Bear caught at the 21-yard line, and that is where the Lions will take over as they're going to look to expand their lead. 3:22 remaining here in the third quarter. Lions 24, Packers 21. You're watching along here on Thursday Night Football with Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. That guy right over there, he's Jimbo. He's kind of poking fun at Hamster in the chat. By the way, chat is wide open. Come on in. Say hi. Say hello. Say how you doing. Let us know what your thoughts are on this game, on the future of this week 14.
But think of it positively, because last year, the year before, we only had 17 weeks. There's 17 weeks. We got an extra week this year.
I know. So we got 18 weeks, and but that means after this week is done, we got 4 more weeks of regular season football.
Yeah, I know.
That's it. Just 4 more weeks. And college football regular season's done. So there's that. It's happy times, but it's also sad times.
Yeah.
Goff on 1st and 10 throws to Montgomery out of the backfield. He's going to get about 3 yards before being pushed back. 2nd and 7 upcoming. And listen, I would not be surprised if next year we get a 20-week season, because they're gonna get the extra game, and I think they're gonna get an extra bye week.
Yeah.
The NFL desperately wants that fucking 18th game. They want that 18th game so bad, and I think they want that, and they'll be like, okay, players want a second bye week, good, then we'll have an 18th game too, and so you'll have teams get 2 bye weeks. You'll have something like that. 3rd down coming up here for the Lions after no gain on the rushing attempt. No, Wisconsin had, what, they only had 5 wins this year, I think. So, yeah, they're not bowl eligible, but... and you lost Paul Bunyan's axe to Minnesota. So, not a great year for the Badgers. Not a great year for the Badgers. Badger, mushroom. Caught, but that's going to be short. Patrick catches the ball, but it's a yard short.
Can't fall down like that.
ELS giving us some information. Thank you so much, ELS. Packers safety Evan Williams out for the rest of the game with a concussion. Lions deep in their own end. This is a Dan Campbell move if there ever was one. 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. They have to get to the 32-yard line. They're at the 31. Goff under center. It's a pitch out. Why do you pitch it out? Why do you pitch it out? And he gets stopped a yard short of the line of scrimmage. Turnover on downs. Packers, but why, if you have to go a yard, do you pitch it 5 yards back? That's something I will never understand and never get, especially when your run game has not been great, especially with Jahmyr Gibbs. In this game, anyway, I'm not saying Jahmyr Gibbs is a bad running back. Clearly he's not. But in this game, he has not been effective.
You were banking on wide receivers blocking there, and 14 missed the first one.
Oh, God, that's just...
Wow.
Dan, it's okay to punt the ball. And I thought we were past this, Dan. You were doing good all year. I thought we were past this.
In this game, that's the first one he messed up.
No, that's a bit, because the other ones were in spots that you could understand. This one is deep in your own end like that. You're at your own 31-yard line. Punt the fucking ball, man. You have the lead. Punt the ball. Now you're giving it to the Packers in field goal range. You're giving it to them with where they can tie you.
Yeah.
Like, there was no... Several things could have gone or happened during that play. All of them except one were bad. And that's it. We got a bad one. That's a bad one. And that's what I mean. Dan Campbell, it seemed like he was doing better this year with making better calls than that. And then he pulls that one. And that is what it is. Love on 2nd and 7 thrown. That's going to be caught by Kraft. Kraft is going to be... Oh! And does a kip up like he's fucking Shawn Michaels. Oh, fuck off.
I am officially buying.
I love Kraft. I do. I've since I saw the clips.
That's the biggest no-sell to a move.
Yeah. He got drilled and then just did the straight fucking kip up. What a monster. What a beast. 1st and goal for the Packers from the 6-yard line. Love calling for the snap, and they're going to have to take another timeout. Oh, no. End of the quarter. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, boy, this has been a fun one. It's an entertaining one. You know what you got to do. Get the 4s up, baby. It is the 4th quarter. We're doing all 4 here on Stay Tuned Sports. That's what we do. So get them up there because, boy, what a 4th quarter we have in store. We're already down here in a goal-to-goal situation for the Packers. After the Lions went for a 4th down deep in their own end on the 31-yard line, missed it, did not get it. Packers, Tucker Kraft now doing kip-ups after getting hit down, like just Just cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. I love it. This has been a great game. I've enjoyed it. How about you, Jimbo?
Definitely is up to what I was expecting.
I was going to say, when we saw that this was going to be the Thursday night game, I was like, this is the one. Very happy that we're going to be covering, that we definitely have to do it. And then we see next week that it's going to be the Rams and the Niners, and it's like, that's a little less exciting. But for now, we don't have to worry about that one because we're worrying about this one. And this one is going to be a great one, coming down to a great finish here. Let's see. Can the Packers get a touchdown? Will they be held to a field goal? Will they take the field goal? Or will they try to go for it? Like, if, let's say, the Lions stop him, it gets down to 4th down and goal at the 1 yard line. Do the Packers go for it? Do they go for the field goal and to tie it? Do they be like, this is our chance to do it? And then they, there's so many options. There's so many things that can happen. Jimbo, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm slightly turgid. I'm so excited. This is a great Thursday night game. Let's go. ELS says Sunday's going to be so boring with the Packers. See, that's defeatist attitude. See, you have to look at it as like, it's a relaxing day, and then you can just kind of watch all the other teams, whether you have Red Zone or illegally stream Red Zone, like some people, and you watch all the other games, and you see how other teams. You can look at it from a more objective point of view, and see. You can see what Minnesota does, and see if they fuck things up against the Falcons, or if they actually beat the Falcons because Kirk Cousins can't fucking throw the ball for some fucking reason. Who the fuck knows? I kind of like that. When, I'm kind of like that now anyway because I ignored the Giants don't exist to me right now. So, I just kind of look at the rest of football Sundays like, hey, what else is going on? Because I can't watch the Giants.
I was going to say ELS could put himself in your shoes, sit down and try to watch the Giants game. He could see the pain.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I wouldn't wish that on my worst. Now, I know Pecan's going to watch it because he's a Saints fan. So, I know Pecan's going to watch. And he's going to enjoy it because the Saints are going to fucking murder us. I mean, let's just be fucking honest. And I know, ELS is going to be... ELS and Hamster are definitely going to be simpatico on Sunday because they both need the Falcons to win. So here we go, starting the fourth quarter. 1st and goal. Can't be starting from a better spot here for the Packers. From the 6. Love under center. Just staring blankly until they fucking snap the ball. Boy, it's taking a long time. There we go. He does snap. Play action. Back looking. Cannot find anybody open. Throws. He completes it to his other tight end. And that's going to be good for about a 2-yard gain. Maybe 3. 2nd and goal coming up here for your Green Bay Packers. If they are your Green Bay Packers. For ELS, they are his Green Bay Packers. They are not my Green Bay Packers. Ben Sims, by the way, was that tight end. Yes, you are, ELS. That's what I said. If you want to sync, you could sync your game with us. You could pause that game and wait for us to, you could do all that. Or you could stay ahead of us and spoil things. That's fine. Be a spoiler. That's okay. But there we go. And now I know what he was talking about because that is a touchdown, Packers, as they now regain the lead after the ill-conceived 4th down call from his own 31-yard line by Dan Campbell. And the Packers now up 27 to 24. And with an extra point here, they'll be up to 4 points again. As I punched my microphone. Here comes the snap. Hold. Kick is up, and it is good. And it is indeed a 4-point lead again. As the Green Bay Packers now lead Detroit 28-24. Very early here in the fourth quarter. 14-20 remaining here. Josh Jacobs with his 3rd touchdown in the game. See, you should have maybe done a parlay on that. Done Josh Jacobs multiple touchdowns. Yeah. But man, I don't know. Like again, I like being risky. Like if you're like going for it on 4th down on the 50, I got that. Like I was like, yes, that's a Dan Campbell call. It's a little risky, but I think it's a right call in that situation. Doing it on the opponent's 42, yes, I get it. It's you're not quite there for a field goal, but a little too, like, you might kick it in the end zone for a punt. There's no real advantage there. Go for it and see what happens. Yeah. On your own 31, no. That's a Braden Staley call.
Yeah.
Like, that's a Braden Staley fourth down call, which that's not a comparison. If you're Dan Campbell, that's not the comparison you want.
Yeah. For me, if you're on your own 40 and then forward, that's where I would start questioning about going for it.
Right, but that's from your own 31. That was bad. That was bad call for Detroit, and we'll see how badly it costs them. They get the ball at the 30-yard line after another touchback here. Let's see what happens with the Lions on this drive. Can they go down the field and get the lead back, or will the Packers defense show up and make ELS as hard as a 12-year-old at the prom? We'll see. Snap. Goff fakes the handoff. Steps up. Throws over the middle. That's going to be caught. Down at the 48-yard line. That is Patrick with the catch again for the Lions. 1st and 10 as they are approaching midfield.
Montgomery got murdered here.
He did, but he ate the block, and that's what you're supposed to do. So you put your body on the line. The lineman and his quarterback are going to obviously give him mad respect for that, as well they should. And we have an injured Packer on the field right now. That would be, who is that? That is Javon Bullard, safety for the Packers. He is currently injured on the field. Kind of just sitting there. Maybe he's got a cramp. Maybe he's got a pulled ligament. I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor. But they're going to go ahead and take a break here. Packers 28, Lions 24. I'll say this as we're looking at the commercials here. IHOP can eat shit. I'm a Denny's guy.
Well, okay. Why? Why IHOP?
Moons over my hammy. Simple answer, best answer, the only thing to say. There's other reasons, and you could say they got better short stacks, or they got, better this or that, or whatever. And Denny's some people might see Denny's as a little lower than IHOP, but
yeah,
moon over my hammy, eat shit. That thing is the best. Especially the moon over my hammy sandwich on the rye bread with I think it's sourdough.
Sourdough.
Oh, so good.
IHOP to me is like Friendly's.
And I don't like Friendly's. I'm a guy who doesn't like Friendly's. Now, here's the thing. My wife loves Friendly's.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Friendly's guy. I'm not. You know, the one thing I like about Friendly's is the ice cream in a baseball helmet. That's what I like. I'll give them that.
I used to like Friendly's until I worked there, and it's not that there's bad shit that goes on behind doors. But I just think being around that food all the time and smell the same food it just ruined it for me.
I get that. I can understand that. It's just like it's not your thing. But that's the thing. I don't Friendly's outside of dessert. I have like Friendly's dinner or getting like something to, like actually eat at Friendly's. No.
Yeah.
Like if we're going to Friendly's to get ice cream, I'll fuck with that. I'll fuck with Friendly's ice cream. But anything else, that's like no.
I'd rather Perkins out of all three.
Oh, my ex-wife worked at Perkins.
Okay, I'll stop going now.
I'm not saying it because of that. I'm saying it because it's like they microwave everything. Everything's fucking pre-made and microwaved. Like there's nothing made fresh. There's not like a griddle. There's not like, hey, we're cracking fresh. Like everything there is fucking pre-made. You just fucking nuke it and hand it out to you. Like it's fucking gross. Like
how do they get the oil on it?
They drizzle fucking oil on it. Ask her. Like I don't know. Ask her. I'll say. I wish she didn't block. She used to talk to me. She doesn't talk to me anymore. I wonder why. Hamster says, "What the hell is Friendly's?" I don't know. Do they not have Friendly's in the South? Interesting.
Must be a North.
1st and 10 from the 48. That's going to be caught by Montgomery. He's going to get it down to roughly the Packers' 45-yard line, and that's going to be 2nd and 7. Jared Goff has 1,359 yards passing from play action, while under center. That's a weird fucking stat, but thank you, Next Gen Stats, for that.
Stupid.
Josh Allen or Jared Goff has Josh Allen-like numbers if he rolls out to his left on a Thursday. Like, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
About a yard gain there by Montgomery on third down. Apparently, they had only given him 6 yards on that play, not 7. So he gets a yard. So now it's going to be 3rd and 3-ish. Hamster says, "Yo, Yankees got different restaurants." As I now picture that's how he sounds since he said Yankee. 3rd and 2. Goff throws over the middle. That's going to be caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's a first down for the Lions as they're now. Why? When did this come back in the fucking style? This is old shit.
So, I mean, if
dollar bills, y'all.
We're going to bring that back. Bring back, like, the old jerseys like we've talked about over the weeks. You know,
or just the silver fucking pants.
Yeah.
I want silver pants. Give me my stripes. I want my fucking striped pants back. What is this unitard shit? These look unitarded. Goff under center takes the snap. He does hand it off this time to Gibbs. And Gibbs, again, only about a yard. Gibbs is not having a great game.
I think by this point, Gibbs is just in there just to give Montgomery a
little breather or something, yeah, but... Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who made the HBK reference when it came to the kip up there. From credit, I was looking on Twitter. Okay, so here we go. 2nd and 8. From the 31, Goff back, looks, steps up, has time, throws. That is caught by Laporta as he punches the air because it killed his mother. First for Laporta.
Oh, God.
I hate the air. Why? It killed my family. I punch the air whenever I can. Oh, it's getting late. It's getting late on a Thursday. I've had a couple drinks. That's a good game. I'm sorry. It's a very good game. From the 17-yard line. A little bit of a counter here from Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to get it down to the... It's a first down. And he gets it down to about the 6. Looks like he might have hit his nuts. But it doesn't matter. 1st and goal for the Lions. ELS watching along nervously as he's about a fucking minute ahead of us. But I can't share the Amazon stream, so I have to use the other stream thing that we're not allowed to talk about. So it's a little bit further behind. I'd like to be watching Prime, but I can't share it. What do you want me to do? Hand off to Montgomery, and he's going to get 3 yards. 2nd and goal from the 4 coming up here.
Whenever they're like laying like that, I'm like, I wonder if they're like really hurt or something because they're not moving.
Yeah, you always wonder, but for a lot of times, it's you don't want to move premature. You want to let everybody else get off of me before I start fucking moving. Make sure you don't fucking pull something. Oh, we had a little
hands to the face.
Illegal use of hands. No call though. No call. The referees hate. Yeah, you put hands in a face mask. The refs are like, fuck it. Hand off to Montgomery. Or pitch to Montgomery, and he gets it down to about the 2 as they're pushing along. Whistles finally sound for the end of the forward progress. 3rd and goal. Where are they going to mark them? I wonder if Dan Campbell's going to go for it on 4th down.
If you don't, it'll be a crime.
3rd and goal coming up here from about the 1.5 yard line. Goff under center. Tight end in motion. Steps back, throws. Caught! Touchdown, Patrick, his 2nd of the game.
How was that not a penalty?
And the Lions get the lead back. What are you talking about?
If they show the replay, middle linebacker came flying up through the middle there, right over the center, and someone grabbed his collar. You literally see him get jerked like that.
Because that's not a penalty. Why would that? How is that a penalty?
For him to get jerked back?
Let's see.
See? 29. Yeah, like he was coming up the middle and someone grabbed him from the back collar here, and his whole body jerked backwards.
Accidental.
Okay. I mean, they called it a holding penalty because the guy's nipples showed.
That's true. Yeah, but that's it. You can hold somebody's nipple, but a horse collar on a block is fine. And it might have been accidental. It might have been just maybe the sleeve caught part of the cuff, and that was like the thing, and it just pulled on it, and he was like, ah. Or maybe he saw a ghost and just was like, ah. You don't know. We don't know. Because that's the thing. I saw him get jerked, but I didn't see the jerking happen. So if I didn't see the jerking happening, I can't say did he officially got jerked. There has to be visual evidence of the jerking, Jimbo. If I don't see the jerking, you can't say that he got jerked.
Well, yeah, it's just like we always say, pictures or videos where it didn't happen.
Pictures and videos of jerking need to be shown. Otherwise, I don't believe that you were jerked at all. Like, this is just... God, this is stupid. This is such a dumb fucking channel. But I thank you all for joining us here. On Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. That's Jimbo. Oh, there we go. That's Jimbo. I got to make sure that people can see where I'm fucking pointing. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports for this Thursday night matchup with the Lions leading 31-28 over the Packers, a 3-point lead. ELS, the Packers fan, the man with the plan in our chat, says the Packers need a long drive that wastes the clock and to get a touchdown. That would be ideal. Can they do that? Or will it be a quick strike? Can the Lions defense hold them? Desperately needed, I think, for the Lions. You need to get a stop here if you're the Lions.
Yeah.
Hamster, see, here's the thing, Hamster. Like, we saw him get jerked. Well, no, here's the thing. We didn't see him get jerked. We saw him jerked, but we didn't see the jerking. So there's no evidence that there was a jerking. So, if that evidence decides to come, we'll deal with that when we see when that evidence comes. But I don't think we saw any evidence come. It was just a straight up. It was the person. We saw the person kind of act like they were jerked, but we didn't see the actual jerking, and there's been no evidence that has come so far. So if there's none of that, then who knows? It could be anything. Like I said, he could have saw a ghost and was like, oh, like we don't know. We don't know. Oh, you got to be careful on that plastic though, because that will get slippery. Grass would be fine. Grass, it would be fine. I just kind of go into the plastic. That's just straight up polyurethane, man. What are you going to do with that? Stain resistant. We'll give it that. And it is. Listen, Hamster. It is that kind of white too. Like it's not because it's not a straight up bright white. It is that kind of white.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to start calling it now? The Amazon line of scrimmage is the come line. That's the come line. That's where you start. Usually the come line's when you finish, but on Amazon, the come line is where you start. 1st and 10 for the Packers.
We are calling a football game.
We are. And I know Brandon Perna likes to call himself the king of jizz, but we're kind of fighting for that title right now. 1st and 10, handoff to Josh Jacobs. And we got flags before the play even starts. And it looks like that might be a false start. And indeed it is. False start on the Packers. 5 yards, 1st and 15 coming up here. Why did that not stay? Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's why. Here we go. 13. There we go. So we got 13. Lucky number 13.
And the flags did slow down because I think at half we had 11.
At half we had 10. So this is only the third flag here, and they had 2 early ones on that first drive in the second half. Like it seemed like it was starting that, and it's been fairly quiet. But now you said something, so now this drive's going to be full of fucking flags. Yeah. Hand off to Josh Jacobs, and he's going to get a yard on the carry. 2nd and 14 coming up. Davis with the tackle for the Lions, as we are at 8:26, 25, 8:24 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Well, yeah, sometimes you get premature charts on the come line. That's what happens there, Hamster. 2nd and 14. Packers looking for a sustained drive, as ELS has been talking about. He wants a sustained drive. He wants a touchdown at the end. Can the Packers do so? They're in a hole right now. 2nd and 14. Man in motion. Love under center. Oh, there's an all-out blitz, and they miss him. Throws all the way down the field. Caught by Christian Watson, and they are in Lions territory, down to about the Lions' 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Packers. Oh, the Lions had Jordan Love dead to rights and just missed him. Completes the pass to Christian Watson.
And kudos to Love, just squeaking that in there.
I was going to say, and oh, geez, wow. And that looks like it was kind of nicked there by Davis on a defensive play. So from the 45, Josh Jacobs tries to pull a counter, cannot execute it, gets tackled at the line of scrimmage, right at the come line. And Muhammad in on the tackle, 69, nice. For the Lions, 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Lions.
Other than that fumble, Watson's been having a good game.
Very much so. Very much so. Lions defense breaks their huddle. Packers offense breaks their huddle. They are up at the line of scrimmage. Love is in shotgun. Takes the snap. Back. He's looking to throw. Holds on to the ball. Throws over the middle. That's going to be caught. Missed the tackle for the Lions, and he's going to be down to the 20, to the 19, down to the 18-yard line. That is a catch, and that is a first down for the Packers. Dontavian Wicks with the reception. And the Packers are knocking on the door again. I sometimes worry when I click on the ELS links in the chat.
Sorry, ELS. If it's more than 3 sentences, it's too long for me.
He sent me a thing about the Packers. I know how the Packers got their name. Dude, I'm a fucking sports historian. I know the Acme Packers. I know all that.
Hey,
they get the little snow thing like I do. Look at that. Yeah. Look at Amazon ripping me off, you fucking cocksuckers.
We had it up all game. You guys do it one
time. One time I was going to oh, what cool little graphics. I've been doing that shit all game. Come on. 'Tis the season. I wonder if anybody knows that, or if they all thought, because it's me, it's like, why does he have cocaine on his screen? Injured Detroit Lion on the field. Oh, no, that was Brian Branch. That's not something you want to see if you're the Lions. Brian Branch walking off very gingerly. Lions remaining schedule, Buffalo, Chicago, San Francisco, Minnesota. So they have one really, really tough game, and then 3 what you would think would be fairly easy games. Yeah. So this is a very big game for the Lions to win in this division. And for the Packers, they definitely want to be able to get this one as well for them. 1st and 10 from the 19. Over the middle. Caught. Wicks again. And he gets a first down, and that's going to be 1st and goal, but he kind of got hit in the head. I think he got concussed. He is down on the field. You kind of saw as he got it,
Don't get up, you moron.
He was he's going to walk off the field. They're going to pull him off anyway. He's trying to say like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." But you kind of saw there was a little bit of a bell ringing right there. The head hit the turf. Yeah. There was not helmet to helmet, but when he got hit and you watch him get hit like there, boom, and then the helmet, and it's the side of the head too. That sucks.
And even in that slow motion replay there, it was still a hard
It's still whipped pretty hard. Yeah. Oh wow, just me doing that fucking whipped to my fucking brain. I think I got a concussion now. Fuck. That shows me. I shouldn't fucking do that. My ice is ready. First and goal from the 7-yard line. Jordan Love under center. Hands moist from his center's asshole. That's going to be a run play, and he's going to get to the 5-yard line. Packers trying to push Josh Jacobs even further. Does not get past the 5. Second and goal. Lion lost his helmet there. Again, no call for any kind of illegal use of hands to the face or face mask or anything because helmets just magically pop off.
It was that ghost.
Huh?
It was the ghost from the last drive.
Yeah, I know. I'm picking up. I know callbacks. He got whipped, and Nate says hamster fucking Christ. It's actually pretty good.
That was good.
Love on second and goal. Rolls out. Throw. Caught. Touchdown for now, but we got flags. What is this going to be? Is this going to be a pick? Is this going to be offensive pass interference? Is this going to be something else? What do we got?
Give those refs credit. Those flags came out of a freaking cannon.
Yeah, they were fucking... and there was a couple here. They saw it. So let's see. What do we got, Mr. Official? Pass interference on the offense.
Not good.
So take that touchdown off the board. 14 flags. And the Packers are going to move back 10 yards. That's more of a pick than what I've seen other ones called as. So I can't, I'm not going to bitch too much about that.
I just don't like that call. Like, it's not.
I don't like it either, but that one is that's fairly deliberate. Like I've seen other ones that the refs have called that were nonsense. Like some of the ones against the Giants, some of the other ones I've seen against some of the other teams that we've covered have been like, that's not a pick. And they've gone and called it that. That one is fairly obviously a pick. Jordan Love on second and goal from the 16-yard line throws that one away. Incomplete. Third and goal. Coming up for the Packers. Packers looking for a touchdown. Will they have to settle for a field goal and just tie the game? 4:25 remaining. Getting down to the nitty-gritty kitty.
I'm curious.
I'm John. Ha! See what I did there? Third and goal. Coming up here for the Green Bay Packers.
Come on, Green Bay. Make ELS happy.
Jordan Love steps up into the pocket. He's going to run it himself, and he is not going to get there. Gets to the 15-yard line. Armbar tackle. Fourth and goal. Do the Packers go for it? Do they pull a little of a Dan Campbell here?
I'm going to run close enough that you could grab me, even though I was going to go outside. Just bad play by Jordan. Oof, and even him. Head first. Oh, wow.
Oh, he's wide open.
Yeah.
He's wide open. Kick is up, and it is good, and the Packers go ahead and tie the game. 31-31. What a great fucking game this has been. I have enjoyed this one. Again, we've gotten back-to-back really great games. Monday night, Thursday night. I'm having a good time. I hope everybody out there is as well. Thank you for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. That is your good friend Jimbo right over there. The poll in the chat is still open. If you want to come in and vote and see what game we cover for Sunday, 1 p.m. Right now, the two games that are up there are Carolina versus the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Right now, the
Take two.
The Pittsburgh and Cleveland game right now is leading 75% of the votes for the game for us to cover. So if you want to go ahead and vote in that, let us know what game you want to watch. Man, vodka does it to you. Vodka does do that to you. If you want to go ahead and vote and see what game we watch on Sunday, that's what I was trying to say. There's still time to go in there. That poll will remain open until this game is over. I was like, hey, leave it open. See anybody else. We get any late stragglers coming in, they can go ahead and vote in that. By the way, also pinned up in the chat is the link for our donation station and our merch store. If you want to go ahead and give us a couple of bucks, helps us out, keep the channel going, get us better equipment, get us better everything to make a better presentation for you guys. Again, I'm kind of doing this I'm doing this with a very nice computer that was donated to me, basically, because again, I have $4 in my bank account. So we're still doing everything with great help and with people's donations, but also kind of doing it by the seat of our pants here with bubble gum and tape here. I'd like to get better equipment. Like I said, I'm using an 8-year-old microphone that I bought for $35. It's not the best, but it does its job. But you see Jimbo's got a nice microphone. I'd like to get one like that someday. You can help us do that by going to our donation station, going to our merch store, either donating a couple of bucks, buying some merch. We get money from that as well. Thank you so very much again to all of you for all the help that you give to us, and how you support us. That being said, getting ready to see what happens here with the Lions on this next drive, as we saw the statue of Barry Sanders outside of Ford Field there. Barry Sanders, maybe the greatest running back I've ever seen in my life. Other people are going to say, well, Emmitt Smith has the record. Yeah, but Barry was by far the best runner that I ever saw in my life. And he retired early. He kind of pulled a Jim Brown and just retired early. And I get it. I understand that as well. But I still think he's by far, like, if he had played the length of career that Emmitt Smith did, he'd fully eclipse that. So the Lions are going to get the ball at the 30-yard line after the dynamic touchback. ELS in the chat says, well, the defense needs to make a big defensive stop. That's what defenses do, hopefully. You get defensive stops from your defense. Lions looking to march down the field. 3:38. They can really put the screws here if they get a good drive here and are able to score with almost no time left on the clock. Goff back, looks, throws, over the middle, caught. That's going to be Williams near midfield, about the 48-yard line. Again, doing the dollar bills, y'all, and a first down. The Lions move the ball, move the chains immediately. Hamster says Forrest Gump was the best actual runner. Well, yeah, because he just kept on running. Johnny.
I don't feel like running no more.
I just wanted to run, and I just kept on running. Then he's got AIDS. Goff back, looks, throws. Then that's going to be Patrick with the catch, gets 11 yards, first down and 10 for the Lions. 3:22, 3:21, 3:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Jenny by far was, I agree with this, and I know people make memes out of it, but for real, like if we're just being real people here, Jenny is like one of the worst film villains ever.
Yeah.
Okay. And not just because she hurt his feelings or doing anything like that. She ended up having a kid with him, had sex with him after she had AIDS. Like, she had AIDS.
Yeah. Yeah.
First and 10 from the 40-yard line. That's going to be a pitch out to Gibbs. Of course it's Gibbs because it's only a yard gain. Second down. Coming up here for the Lions. They have to run one more play before the 2-minute warning, as there is 2:27 left and 25 seconds on the play clock. So the play clock is about a second and a half less than the game clock. So the Lions get up to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 9. From the 39, they have to get to the 30-yard line for a first down. Goff in shotgun, takes the snap. Back, throws out of the backfield to Gibbs. Gibbs only gets 2 yards before he gets knocked out of bounds. Stops the clock at 2:01, which means they have to run a third down play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, that is not good.
Oh. LaFleur's not happy about something.
LaFleur's not happy about that either. I think he wants it to be because he's got 2 timeouts. He was hoping that they'd get the 2-minute warning, be able to call it. But I don't understand that either. You have them, they're playing before the 2-minute warning. If they don't get this, yeah, it's a little less time than 2 minutes, but it's still the 2-minute warning, and you don't have to waste the timeout. I think that's actually to your advantage there, LaFleur. Pass to Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield again, and he's going to get the first down. Oh, no! And now that's a problem. 1:55 remaining in the game. 2-minute warning now enacted. Green Bay with only 2 timeouts. The Lions are within field goal range, I would imagine, here. And now, if you're LaFleur, you could be upset. But again, if you're LaFleur, your defense should stop them.
Yeah. Defense, I mean, what would you say? 3-4 drives, they've been terrible, and then the other drives, they've been really good, like inconsistent.
ELS, the problem is the defense, the time for the defense to make a stop is gone.
Yeah.
Because now the Lions are in field goal range. So as long as they don't really get a sack or do anything like that, they're going to be fine. Hamster says, did you at least take the points with the Packers, or did you straight up? Did you money line, or you did money line? Oh.
I just thought Green Bay would beat them. I thought the injuries...
You had conviction with your pickers. You picked the Packers. So yes. You had conviction. So, again, well, listen, game's not over. Game's not over. We got 155. We got 155. It's a tie game right now. And it's not a foregone conclusion. We're gonna wait and see. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here at the end. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on this Thursday night football game. This has been an absolute blast. I hope you've been having a blast with us as well. I have been drinking. If you want to drink with us as well, you can. I mean, this is fun. I mean, this is the best way to watch football, if I'm going to be honest with you. I should have been doing this all year since I was watching other Giants games, but I was like, no, I want to be professional. I want to watch this game and give, fuck it. At this point, fuck it. I'm just drinking.
Yeah, but watching the Giants games, you would have drank a hell of a lot more than you are.
No, I would, and that's what I mean. Is like I don't know what took me this long to finally just succumb to this and just be like, fuck it. I'm just gonna drink and just mention shit. Talk about Jenny having AIDS and how she was just so awful to Forrest Gump, and then like finally, I'm not gonna to fuck the mentally handicapped guy that's had a crush on me his entire life, and that also he tried to help me get away from very bad situations that I was always in, whether it was with my initial family or when I was a fucking drug addicted hippie or when I was doing all the other weird shit. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna pay attention to him then. I'm gonna actually just pay attention to him and actually have sex with him after I have AIDS. Awful. She's an awful individual.
She's worse than Thanos.
Yeah, at least Thanos had reason. He had logic behind him. Like, you could understand what Thanos was talking about. It's like, from a certain point of view, Thanos, I get it. I got it. You're with it. Jenny was just terrible. Just a terrible individual. So from the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion. Goff back, looks, throws, gets it to Montgomery out of the backfield. Montgomery gets about 3 yards on the play. We have a flag, though, as I punch the microphone.
Well, you're mad that there's a flag.
I'm always mad that there's a fucking flag with these games. It looks like it's going to be against the Lions, as the Packers are already celebrating.
Looks like there was a hold.
But a hold is bad. Hold kicks you out of the field goal range. We're having a discussion here.
Does not take that long. You saw what you saw, call it.
Hussey says holding. It does say against the Lions. That's a 10-yard penalty. Repeat the down, 1st down. So that puts it from the 30 to the 40. Ragnow is what they're saying is the guilty party. They're at the point of attack, and yeah, you can't argue it. He's pulling the sleeve.
Yeah, I mean his left hand before that replay.
You have to be inside. You have to try to grab the shoulder, the jersey and the shoulder pads by the titties. If you grab the cuffs, they're going to see you grabbing the cuffs, and they're going to say that's a hold. You have to grab the titties. So 1st and 20 now from the 40. Lions have to get some yardage here to make this a little bit more of a easier field goal try. Handoff here to Montgomery. He's going to get 2.5 yards. So 2nd and 18, maybe a long 17. I mean, 17 is pretty fucking long anyway.
Yeah.
You're right, Hamster. This microphone has done some terrible, evil things to me and my family, and thus I must have my revenge.
Green Bay takes its timeout.
And Green Bay took it out. Thank you for keeping me up on that. Because I was ready before, but there was a flag, and I was like, oh. Yeah. And now that they actually did take the timeout, I wasn't paying attention because I was worrying about this microphone that I punch every day so that it knows that I know what it's done.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
There is lore behind this microphone. Oh, there is lore. 2nd and 17, 1:42 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Lions looking to get back into easy field goal range. Goff back, looks, throws deep down the middle. It's going to be caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he kind of gets thrown close to the first down. Is it a first down? Yes! The officials say it's a first down.
That's game.
At the 20-yard line, Packers are trying to say offensive pass interference. They're saying he pushed off. Good pickup.
Yeah.
By Montgomery there. Where was there a push-off? Let me see. Okay, let's spot shadow here. Let's see. That's not really a push. That's not a. Yeah, that's. I'm not.
Like that pass interference play against Green Bay was worse than what they wanted there.
I agree. I agree with that. Oh, and Goff got fucking launched into.
But no helmet to helmet.
But no helmet to helmet to call. No roughing the passer.
Right into the chest.
It's in the chest. That's fine. Good, no call.
It's kind of funny watching this.
Okay, so they said no. So they said he was short of the first down on expedited replay.
Oh, okay.
And the Packers took their timeout. So the Packers have no more timeouts. 1:27 remaining, 3rd and inches remaining here for the Lions. And it's kind of interesting trying to decipher what you can tell from the officials just by reading it.
Yeah.
One day I might try to do a very low level of volume and see what I can get away with on YouTube.
Yeah.
And just see. Because I wonder if we can get away with some sound. As long as it's not visual. I wonder if there's just a little bit of sound we can get away with. I don't know. But here we go. What's that?
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Well, it's just 3rd and inches here. 1:27. Goff under center. Takes the snap. Hand off to Montgomery. That's going to be close.
He did not get it.
They're saying he was down well before. They're saying he was down even short of the line of scrimmage. So 113, 112, 111, 110. This clock is going to tick down under a minute.
I will laugh
if he goes for it upward. Oh, God, you just want to murder. There would be a riot.
Yeah.
Thank you, Crafty. I put some effort. I put some effort into making this thing look somewhat professional. Whether we are professional is completely a different matter, but it looks a little bit professional, and that's what I'm kind of going for there. So, thank you for appreciating the effort. That's what I'll say. Thank you very much.
People probably sign on and look at the graphics and everything, like, wow, these guys look, professional, looks good, and then 3 hours later,
These guys must know what they're really doing. This is a real tight, professional, well-run ship.
3 hours later, I've seen things.
I've heard some things. I heard about a cum line. I heard about a guy. There's no evidence for the guy getting jerked. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Something about AIDS.
Is he saying a prayer?
I would too.
Don't be Justin Tucker. Don't be Justin Tucker. That's what he's probably saying.
No! 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 You cannot be going for it! No! No! No!
Oh my God.
No! What are you doing?
They gotta be trying to make him jump. Oh my God! Oh, they got lucky. They got freaking lucky.
What the fuck?
I want to see his press conference and see what.
We were sitting here. Why is the clock stopped? Oh, he got tripped up by his own guy, so he's not down by contact. And then he makes the first down. Yeah, I don't know. Why is the clock stopped? Crafty Southpaw says, I put in some effort. Oh, so that's where you and the Jets differ.
Maybe they're reviewing that?
I guess maybe they're reviewing to see. Yeah, but he wasn't touched by a Packer. He tripped over his own player.
But that play should never happen.
What are you doing? Kick the fucking field goal. I'm fucking flabbergasted.
I will laugh my ass off if he misses this field goal.
Why is the clock up? What are we reviewing here? They put
3 seconds back on.
Yeah, they put 3 seconds back on the clock. Why? What happened?
Makes no sense. Because Green Bay was already out.
They're out of time. They were out of timeouts.
And now.
Now the clock is running. Okay, so maybe they were looking at something, and now it's just running. And now they slide over to the left hash mark, where I imagine their kicker feels a lot more comfortable. They will knock this down to probably about 3 seconds.
All good, Crafty.
And it is 2 seconds. Lions go ahead and take their second timeout. Field goal upcoming. It is either a good field goal for the win, or we are going to overtime. One or the other. So let's see what happens here. I know ELS is going to be hoping for overtime. I'm not going to look at the chat because I know ELS is ahead of us. I know some of you guys might be ahead of us as well. So sorry if you want to sync with us. I think that's a little bit better, but that's up to you guys if you want to do that. But I'm going to be looking away from the chat so we see what happens here. You doing a San Diego? You want a San Diego because you got some money on this. 35-yard field goal attempt for Master Bates.
Block, return for a touchdown.
He sets up. Snap, hold, kick, up. It's good. Game over. Lions defeat the Green Bay Packers on a last-second field goal, and they remain with only one single loss. 12-1 now for the Detroit Lions. 34-31. That is your final score from Ford Field. Jimbo has lost his parlay because he chose wrong. ELS with a bunch of sad faces in the chat with an exclamation, fuck! Which I can understand. I get that. I understand that. I have felt that way all year. So I feel you on that one, ELS. Again, the Packers, holy shit, what a game. This was an NFC North slobber knocker. What a game. Back and forth. Haymaker for haymaker. Both teams came to absolutely play, and this was the game that we thought it was going to be. This was the game we thought it was going to be, and it turned out to be the game that we that we wanted. It was great. It was entertaining. Yes, it's bad for our good friend ELS in there. Yes, it's bad for you. You lost some money. But as far as the visually entertaining portion of it, great game. And now we've had two straight fantastic games going into. We had the Monday night game, which was great. We had this game that was great. And now apparently we will be watching the Cleveland Browns and Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday at 1 o'clock, as they have now gotten 83% of the vote for our game on Sunday. So it will be the Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers that we will be here with you on Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Daylight, well, not daylight, standard. We're in standard now, so it's Eastern Standard Time. EST, baby. We'll be here. Jimbo, thoughts on this NFC North slobber knocker between the Lions and the Packers?
I mean, I said it at halftime. It lived up to what we expected.
And the second half did so too. Man, it started off with a fucking 70-yard pass to fucking Christian Watson.
Yeah. With Green Bay losing here, they have slid into my I dislike that team now. Sorry, yeah.
You cost me money. I don't like you now.
They had one job. They couldn't do it. But it was a fun game.
It was. This was a blast.
Oh, right.
This was an absolute blast of a game. I'm glad. And hey, you joined us for the whole thing. I'm glad that you didn't have to leave at halftime. That's always a good thing as well. Again, my thoughts too. Great game. Entertaining game, just the way we thought. It was not a blowout. Both teams came to play. Packers offense took a little bit to wake up there, but did so. I know ELS likes to malign the Packers defense, but they did have some stops. I think both teams made some really bad mistakes. Obviously, Christian Watson in that turnover that he caused himself, that's a bad one. The Lions on that fourth down call in their own 31, that was a bad call. So both teams had good plays. Both teams made some terrible mistakes. And again, I don't know what how do you go for it on fourth down? Just kick the fucking field goal. Yeah, you got to kick it off. Yeah, your defense is going to have to stop somebody for a while, but some people are saying balls of steel, but I'm like, sometimes you got to be a little bit smarter than that. I don't know. Maybe he didn't trust his defense. Maybe he knows his defense is injured. He didn't want to put him back on the field knowing that. Maybe, knowing that Brian Branch came off the field, he was injured, came off very gingerly. Maybe that had something to do with it. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt as far as that goes. But, man, that's...
And that play almost failed.
And that's what I mean. Is can you imagine that if he fell and either fumbled it, or that if he was tripped up by a Packers player and was down by contact, or whatever the case is, that was that close to disaster.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were able to go ahead and still get that done and then seal the game, and that's, again, you still got to depend on Bates to make it. And wow, that play, yeah, it's it works. So people are like, "Oh, ballsy call! What a ballsy call!" I'm sorry, that's a terrible call to make in that situation. That's a bad play call in that moment at that time. But I guess if you're looking at it from a Lions perspective, all's well that ends well, and this one ended well. 34-31 Lions win 12-1. As they are leading now the North. They will stay ahead of the Vikings at least for another week. As far as, again, they have the tiebreaker against them anyway, but they won't be matching their record. And we'll see. Maybe the Vikings end up losing to the Falcons, which, again, both of those teams are inconsistent and playing very poorly. So who knows? We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get some Daniel Jones on Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't think they've called him up from the practice squad yet. So I don't know. But either way, we'll be back with you tomorrow. We're going to be back early tomorrow. Roughly, about 11 a.m. Eastern time for the Friday forecast, letting you know how we do with our picks, for all the picks and predictions for this week 14 in the NFL. But we're going to be with you early in the morning for that one, live right here on Stay Tuned Sports. And then, of course, we'll be with you on your Sunday, 1 o'clock, for the Cleveland Browns and Pittsburgh Steelers. And then later on that night for the Chargers and Chiefs. Until tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern, my name is King. That right over there is your good friend Jimbo. Thank you so much for joining us on Stay Tuned Sports on this Thursday night. Have a great rest of the day. Sorry, ELS, not for you.